There was a point where we're at the top of my tailored trends.
What's going on?
Tailored trends.
Pack a punch! Oh my god! I think it
I'm
needs
not paying attention
vodka!
right now.
Oh, fuck you too.
I'm freaking trying to get all the people that I just want to see on the show.
Like who? I could bring people in.
Just anybody from Optic. Try to get foreplay in here probably. What is up with Twitch? This droid commercial is locking my computer up. Like, locked my browser up.
Nate Trout said I'll come on.
Alright.
Can you turn the stream on so I can show them my magic?
Well, the pre-show's up right now.
So they can hear us? What does pre-show mean?
The 10-minute pre-show thing I do every show. What the hell?
What show are we on again?
Yo, where am I right now? I don't know what's going on.
What the fuck is the internet?
What? What's going on? On TV right now?
It's just me and people. Me and all. And we'll just get people like pow, 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 just like that shotgun, real quick and easy. Even though I actually, you guys ever Rambo and Foreplay, none of them answered me, but Nate shot didn't. He'll be on here. Probably got Deontay Stinson on here too. His short shot from Team Nova, that DI2, my dude. Yeah, I can get a fellow from Genesis to beat NB or something like that also.
And then we'll just start it. Just go from there.
People don't seem to like your music.
I don't care. I'm just trying something different than the regular porno music I normally have. If they don't like it, they can mute it, bro.
This guy says, I'm proud of the viewership we had. It was a great turnout. Once the stream was working properly, we kept the consistent 5 cans to just 7. But I had it in full stream most of the time, so I should have missed it. To be honest, it's crazy how shit works. Like, I'll get into it a little more when we're really going live. But if you actually say, I'm happy with the numbers we got and how it went after the lag was gone. But that lag really did screw things up. We were just rapidly flying. We started out with like 2 or 3K instantly before the shit even started. And we got tweets from Treyarch. I appreciate that a lot. Bonahar has always supported us. iJustine, White Boy 7th Street, Jaws. These are all people that I kind of wanted to go out of my way to be able to thank as much as possible. Even though, like, in my opinion, social media is a little bit overrated because you're talking about people with hundreds of thousands and millions of followers and we can't pull over 6,000 people. But at the same time, YouTube is having its issues. People were leaving because of the lag. People, it's the weekend. Shit happens sometimes. You gotta build it for them to come. That stuff was Astro for fucking hysterical.
They were hilarious, dude. It was
Wiz-
funny, dude. He's like, man, dude, that lawless man, dude, that looks like Dr. Dre's shotgun. You know, I was like, are you serious? What is going on right now? Dude, they were having a good time, and it was a fun listen, that's for sure. I was laughing for parts of it. Yeah, I'm gonna drop Sky in here. He said he stopped by. His egg's on Skype. Yeah, don't get him in here.
When do we start? 5 minutes?
Whenever I feel like it, start in like 2 or 3 minutes. I can start it right now if you want.
Start it, you won't.
I won't, you're right.
I'll try and invite people in here now.
No. Because then they'll start talking. I mean, if they're all ready to go, I'll just start it now. Doesn't matter. I just
That's
left
what
it a
I'm
little free.
saying, dog.
Alright, yeah. Alright. What is up, ranters, and welcome to the Weekly Rant recap show of Frag Cup 4 tournament. We're here tonight. I got Ego the Icon at the helm with me to guest host this show tonight. We're going to start bringing in members of Optic and maybe get some Fear guys in here. Maybe APOC will stop by to give a few words on what he thought about the game and the aftermath of it. I know I got Sky waiting to get in here. Ake said he'd stop by and talk with us. Ego's got a few people waiting to come in too, so we're just going to start calling people right now. So Ego, go for it. I'm going to bring in Sky. Boom, 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 boom,
Ah, my bad. I was tweeting that stream out real quick. All right, we're
Hey man, you said start. Oh, why am I bringing that guy in here? Get the hell out of here.
Nate shot. How the fuck you doing? And foreplay at the same
up, man?
time.
How the fuck you doing, you two?
Can you hear me? I'm not sure what mic I have.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, cool. It should sound pretty official with this thing though, because it's like a fancy studio mic. Do I sound clear? Do I sound crisp?
Yeah, sure. Why,
Yeah. Those sound pretty gay to me, actually. I don't really know.
Thanks, man.
I'm just kidding, bud. You're in a good mood, so that gay joke didn't really hit you as hard as if you would have lost. Then you would have been real mad. I probably wouldn't even have made that joke.
I'm actually I'm not in the greatest mood, but I'm really happy that we won. I feel like I definitely could have played better.
I saw you in that hard point though. You were doing work in that hard point. You were like 18-8 at one time.
Yeah, but that was on standoff. I promised myself that I was gonna go off that map because the first couple respawn game types were kind of shaky.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not usually one to let nerves get to me. You know, I've been playing since like 2008 or 2007, but this whole debacle with the Rambo thing was kind of on my mind, and it really didn't show in my overall gameplay. Just small gunfights here and there that I've lost that I should have definitely won. I just don't think I was performing at the level I should have been. But tomorrow's a different day, and I'll give it another go.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully the nerves are out. I know. I can imagine how the whole Rambo thing is probably just like burned into the back of your mind right now, especially with this Frag Cup tournament. But I'm sure after this you'll be able to relax a little more. So.
Yeah, man, for sure. I definitely agree with that.
But
How you feeling,
what?
Sky?
Yeah,
Good,
what's
man.
going
Like,
on?
it's alright. How are you? You guys
Hey,
good?
Dog, I have a candy apple lollipop.
I just know
I mean,
there was like a ton of upsets today, and
it was a crazy day.
yeah, it was like a lot of stuff happened that no one really saw happening. What do you think it was, Sky? You guys just played. Just the team came ready to play that you were opposing, or you guys weren't really too prepared as much as you could have been, or what What do you
I
think
mean,
was the issue?
I think any team that uses like not prepared as an excuse in a $10,000 tournament's lying.
Yeah.
Like we could say like we scrimmed a lot, but we only scrimmed hardpoint. And it's funny because that actually turned out to be our best game type today, and we can't win a hardpoint game to save our life in scrims. So that didn't make any sense to me. But the biggest thing was just adapting, like the adaptation of the score streaks. It's like you could, and I don't want to ruin this or whatever. Like score streaks are definitely cool. Like if that's what we're doing, then I guess that's what we're doing. But like it feels like it makes those comebacks a little bit harder.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part. Is
Yeah,
like
it does.
if you do get things wrong, because I don't want to take anything away from the team we played, but I felt like we started to come back. Like I was like, damn, we're about to make one of the biggest comebacks ever in a hardpoint game.
Yeah, that's what people were saying.
Yeah, like and everything was clicking, and then all of a sudden you got just bombs being dropped, and they were making it rain all day, so you couldn't really do anything there.
Yeah, it kind of sucks though. Like when you play smart people with score streaks, it gets to the point where it's like they're not just using them and stuff. They're actually like, well, if you have a lead, you hold. There's no reason not to just hold on to them for situations like that, which really does suck because you do kill the fact that you could see some interesting comebacks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, I'm kind of interested to see what Beer's point on this because they're one of those teams that have been around since COD 4, but they haven't really been as dominant as they were in COD 4 since COD 4. So
I know they were really worried about the hard points.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, the capture the flag that we played was a must-win just because even if we did win the hard point afterwards, we knew we had to go to S&D. And I'm actually very, very confident in our search and destroy game, but Big Timer had said personally that he's only played cargo like a handful of times, and we've never played that map search and destroy wise because we really haven't had that much time to practice. So that one kind of was out of our hands.
I mean, let's be real. 90% of the teams really don't play search as much as they should at all.
Yeah, I know. I completely agree with that.
I think they actually are one of the teams who played GB together and play S&D over.
And usually, like I said, I'm super confident in our search and destroy game. I always tell our team that that's going to be our strong point. But we are playing Ricky and Sharp, who are just tremendous search and destroy players. They've won a couple GB tournaments already. And then you have a guy like Assassin who just knows how to play the game. I think he was one of the strongest players on Black Ops 1 towards the end of the game. And then Moho, he's been doing this for a very, very long time. So that was a tough search and destroy matchup for us. So that CTF was super clutch that we won that and got it in overtime.
Yeah, what was going through your guys' head because Scump capped that flag with like 35 seconds left, then Sharp came in, got a quick 2 to 3 piece, and then they ran it back in the last 30 seconds. Like
to be honest
crazy.
with you, I kind of blame myself for that capture. You guys probably didn't see it on screen, but Ricky was coming out of not laundry. He was coming out of library or whatever you want to call it, red on raid, and he came right through the doorway, and I'm literally proning in front of it, and I have a laser sight on my MSMC, mind you, and I put 2 shots in him, and all of a sudden, just my bullets go flying, and this dude turns around and melts me, and then I think he picked up another kill. So I was really glad the stream wasn't on me, and that's what I'm talking about. Like little kills like that, you could tell I wasn't really on my game how I should have been. I've been playing very well in scrims for the past week, and I'm really confident with this game, but I just had a few kills that shouldn't have gone down like they did, and that's why I'm kind of beating myself up.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I call you a store winner right now, I guess. I mean, yeah, but it's understandable. I mean, I know we got Aches in here, man. What's up, Aches? I didn't get to see Complexity play that much.
Congratulations again, by the way, Aches. I heard you guys did really well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you too, man. What's up, though?
What's up, man? How'd you play today?
I played fantastic. Not to toot my own horn, but we played really well as a team. We didn't lose a map, but there was a hard point against, who was it?
Would you say you guys had one of the easier brackets, though?
No, I wouldn't. Our second match, maybe, but our first match against, who was it? Hex Gaming. Yeah, I think Nadeshot, you guys scrimmed Hex a little bit. I know Envy did. They were a super good team. They were mad underrated, in my opinion. They came out Slums Hardpoint.
They actually beat Too Quick, Twiz, and Killa at the New York LAN.
Yeah, dude, they were good, man. They came out on Slums Hardpoint, and they got a lead on us that was like 150 to like 30, and we thought we were gonna get raped. It wasn't on the stream because we started a little early, but yeah, they came out with like a smoke strategy, sensor grenade off the start, and fucked us up for like the first 2 minutes of hardpoint on slums, and then we kind of like got our shit together, and Fears got a VSAT, and it pretty much turned in our favor from there. But Hex Gaming is a really good team, so shout out to them. I hope they stay together. And then our second match was
Well, let's talk about the stream for a little bit, because I know I saw Nate Chat. I saw you tweeted out, I think it was yesterday, that you guys weren't allowed to stream. Was that brought down from Machinima or something, that you guys weren't allowed to stream, or what went all into that?
All the captains were sent emails that we weren't allowed to stream just because this was a Machinima event hosted by Machinima and 360 Icons, and obviously, since Machinima is partnered with YouTube, that they didn't want outside traffic going to other websites that are direct competitors to them.
Yeah.
And initially, the email had said that they didn't want people streaming on Twitch, but you were allowed to do it on Owned and other platforms. So then I sent an email right away, just curious about that, because
why you
really
can't
didn't make
do it? Yeah, you can't do it on Twitch, but you can do it on Owned.
yeah, it didn't make much sense. So then they sent out another email right afterwards correcting their error. I don't have a problem with it. I completely agree. Since Machinima is putting $10,000 up front, it's a free tournament. You know, they're not expecting any money out of this. They're not profiting. So I really didn't have a problem with it. But the issue with the YouTube Live and the new layout that they just pushed, there were a lot of issues towards the beginning. And I really think that might have hurt viewership just a little bit. But after a couple hours, they were smooth sailing. They got the stream going, and it was put on very well afterwards. Just hoping tomorrow that they can, replicate the last couple hours of the stream so that it goes just as smooth as the last couple hours of tonight's.
Well, yeah, I liked how they tied in the YouTube videos in between, like during the intermissions and stuff, just to keep something there, something entertaining for people to watch. And,
some of the stuff was a little questionable, but
I had
a
one thing
that a couple times.
That one ninja one. Did you see that one?
I actually thought that one was funny.
That was hilarious, dude. That was so funny.
That one was good. The tomahawk montage was a little like, all right, come on now. I really like the stuff with Aches and Moho and Nate Shot. Go ahead, Pat.
No, but they allowed us to stream Nate Shot. They just said that we would be allowed to stream if we were Machinima partners and had the access to the Machinima Live. So, like, they had no problem with us streaming it, just they wanted it streamed on YouTube.
Yeah, no, I completely forgot to mention that. I kind of ruled that out initially because, I have a partnership with Twitch, and I didn't want to go behind their backs and start streaming on YouTube just for a day. I really wasn't too worried about it.
Yeah. What did the stream end up peaking out at?
6.5, I think.
I can't believe that, man. I really thought it was going to be a lot higher for that last matchup. Fear, Optic, the rivalry, everybody was pushing the link on Twitter. And I mean everybody.
Dude, let's talk about that nature. I saw everybody tweeting it, and I don't want to say it worries me, but it's just really odd when you have Treyarch who has 300,000 followers. And
well, I think the issue with that though, Paul, was when Treyarch tweeted it. It was when all the problems were happening. I didn't see him tweet it at the very end when like
it just
they got it fixed.
It blows my mind because at EGL 8 with Optic versus TCM, that was never a rivalry. Americans are not familiar with TCM. Nobody really knew who they were, and
that was on Twitch though.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the thing we're missing here. Obviously,
and not to mention a couple YouTubers went live at the end on Twitch. I saw Gold Glove had like 1,200. Monster for Hire had like 1,000, and a guy that Gold Glove was playing with had 2,000. I mean,
it's just we're used to we relate streaming with the chat in this community. Like that's what it is. From Justin to Twitch to we love having that chat. To
be honest with you, I think the chat is completely irrelevant in that
so?
sense.
Really?
Yeah, it's just the functionality of Twitch and the interface and how it's laid out. It's a centralized hub, the entire website for Twitch. And the streaming is 100% functional, almost 24/7. It just works. You don't have to worry about buffering, lagging, the VODs of YouTube. It's just an extraordinary platform, and I really think that's why most tournaments should be on Twitch. Obviously, this is a completely different scenario since Machinima is partnered with YouTube. Yeah. But I definitely think we would have peaked over 10K, if not more, if it was on Twitch. And I really do think the platforms between Twitch and YouTube really did make a difference.
I think.
That and go
Oh,
ahead.
I was gonna say I don't think that Twitter should be the outlet for growth. Like, I mean, I think more people utilize their YouTube than they utilize Twitter. You know, especially people that are unaware of the competitive aspect of gaming. So like, there should have been, in my opinion, better approaches like videos on Respawn or videos on Machinima.
Yeah,
Those
that's
videos that can get so many thousands of views at once. Um, to get like people there, you know, or like, and now is actually an important time too, because if you take the rebroadcast, you upload that, and let's say that gets like 70,000. Paul, I'm not sure what the other one capped at, but whatever that peaked at, what was it, like 50,000 on the other one, right?
The Frag Cup from last year.
No, the Frag Cup from like
From
2 weeks ago.
From my channel.
Yeah.
Oh, I peaked at like 40,000. Both days were 40,000 each.
I think now it's crucial to get those videos to an outlet to where people can see, to when it's like, oh, I want to see or like I want to be there for the next one. You know, what is this? Like, who are these teams? I think that's kind of a huge
I can't
outlet.
wait for the next one, man. I'm ready for the next one. You guys ready for the next one?
I feel like the only issue was that I saw was that all the promoting came down to like the last minute. Like, I mean,
Yeah, like
they did a good social push today, but like if they could have posted like a video for each week from when the qualifiers ended to today, like on Respawn, like a video just reminding, like a reminder video that hey, Frag Cup's going to be going here. These are the teams that are in it, or something like that on the Respawn channel that gets those big views.
Yeah.
I think we would have doubled or if not tripled the views today.
No, I completely agree with that. And that was one thing that I was going to point out on Twitter, but I really didn't want to bust anybody's balls for Machinima just because they are hosting this free tournament. And if you go on YouTube and you search up Frag Cup 4, the only videos you're really going to see are from the competitors, the people that are posting YouTube videos about it. I agree with you 100%. I was blown away that they didn't do any kind of promotion on the main Respawn channel or Machinima for the Frag Cup tournament. And to be honest with you, they really haven't been promoting the Versus channel in itself that much. So
Yeah.
I don't think one tournament hosted on Machinima Versus is really going to make a difference for them, whether they decide to push it or not.
I know. I mean, we had Quiz on last show, and we were talking about that, and essentially what was said is that we just need to help promote it within our community. I think that's the basic thing that came out.
As we show them we can do well, they'll do more for us, and we're
Yeah,
still.
I agree,
There
but
will
like,
be more Frag Cups, and you can just see certain things get better in certain areas as it
But
goes over.
here's the issue I have with what he said. He said we need to be promoting it more from inside like our community. But I thought the entire goal here with like incorporating score streaks, Black Ops 2 blowing up, was to like introduce the outside audience to our community. Like me tweeting it every day, like that's not gonna reach the people that are playing pubs. That's not gonna reach the outside audience.
No, but it
that we're
does
trying to
reach
bring
your
in.
followers.
No, but
I agree,
that's
but
the
like
thing,
this
though.
is my point. My followers already know about it. My followers are gonna be there. They're
that's
gonna
the
be there.
thing.
Like they know about it. These
You'd
outside
actually be
guys don't.
surprised how clueless a lot of people are.
No, because everyone every one of his followers is gonna support him, like regardless, whether they can make it to watch him play and stuff. Like everyone knows about the Frag Cup if he's tweeting about it like for a week or 2 weeks or whatever, you know. So like, look, right now you got 640.
Yeah, that's what you just said. But you just said if he's tweeting about it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but
but that was the main thing, though, Paul. They were saying we need to promote it within our community. Our community doesn't have the reach that Machinima Respawn YouTube channel has. Like, I don't have that reach. No one in our community, maybe Nate has that.
You gotta understand though that Machinima gets like $1 million ad campaigns.
But how does it cost them money to post one video?
No, I agree with that, but it's not worth their time to put into the production of a promo campaign or one video when they're getting paid thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
Time and money to put up videos.
They have workers that they're paying salary. Like they're not gonna waste their time on a free event that they're pushing.
It didn't have to be like a sparkly, like perfect video, like a simple one just to say, hey, there's a tournament.
They're not going to just.
I completely agree with you. I agree with you.
YouTube videos on Machinima Respawn.
I agree with that.
5 minutes to make. Like they could do something that doesn't cost that much. That was
what they
quick.
should do? They should have like an esports advisor over at Machinima, right? So like, what if they were to do like all right, so there's 32 teams that made it. And those highlighted teams, let's say there's 8 that got chosen highlighted, whether it was random or not. Like you could do like a team analysis like each week of like a different team or every 3 days.
They
You know, like
have.
Like what was that
They
thing
have
that they
in
were doing
esports
during the
live
final
stream.
match though? There was that thing like on Fear, and it had you, Nade Shot, it had Moho,
They
it
did
had
that.
Yeah,
They
Ace.
did that for
Just
complexity
sound
and
do
for
like
optic and
to
fear
do
net.
like
Like
main
I thought that
stuff.
was pretty sweet. I
Yeah,
thought
why
that
didn't
was
they
cool.
do that with Envy? Is what I'm curious
Their
about.
production value
No, they
is
said they-
awesome. Like they do it really well, and they hit up captains before the actual tournament, this like 2 or 3 days ago to do interviews, and they just recorded a Skype and asked us questions. But I really think that we're straying away from like I honestly really do think that having the stream on YouTube was the biggest issue with not having as many viewers as we did. I
I
really
agree,
do.
Oh, yeah,
but I feel like
agree.
that is for getting the views. You're right, but for getting more people to know about it, I feel like the promotion wasn't there.
I
Like,
completely agree.
It
But
was just
Can I get a sign in the? I want you to type the number 1 in the chat if you did not watch the stream today, because I think it's crazy. If you're watching this recap show right now, no offense, Jared, but like if you're watching
No,
this and
it's
didn't watch
completely
that,
understandable.
I'm just
Ye-
curious.
But this
out of,
is the
like-
weekly rant,
well,
bro.
you're not
I
gonna
mean,
get a serious
even-
answer, dude. People are just gonna troll. Like, look,
yeah,
you
look at all the ones. Look at all the ones. Come on, this is the
Even
COD community.
even with the promotion that could be done, you still have to understand that the functionality between YouTube and live streaming and the amount of clicks that people would actually make on those links, like it's just not a good platform for streaming. I posted multiple videos about Frag Cup, a few of which got over 20,000 views. I posted a video yesterday about come watch the stream about Frag Cup, but it's so hard to get people to click on external links, whether it be Twitter, even if a YouTube video. Like they're not gonna sit at their computer and like, oh, remember, oh, today's like 7 o'clock. This match is gonna be online. I better go watch it. Twitch has that functionality. They have emails that are sent to everybody that follows the channel. They have a centralized hub, which Machinima Live has, but it's not. YouTube is huge. The entire website is gigantic.
yeah, like Nate, think about if that
finding
the Frag
Machinima
Cup
Live.
4,
What?
I was saying, like, think about if the Frag Cup 4 was on the main page of Twitch today, all day long. Like, that would have been huge.
Think about if it was on the main page of YouTube.
Oh, I know,
Well,
right?
but does that even happen? Does
No.
YouTube- Yeah. I was like, what?
He's like, what is that? What? Yeah.
That would have
No, it doesn't. But yeah, people, including myself, me and Nate have had this conversation many times. I have really underestimated the certain things that Twitch do. And guess what, EGL, you guys, I'm not talking to EGL specifically. I'm just saying I've heard people say this. Oh, EGL had 10K viewers. That's actually not that many, considering the fact that they were on that Twitch homepage. And Nate Shot knows this offhand. I lived on that homepage.
They peaked over 15K. Just to correct you.
Well, the
What?
Twitch homepage is like a guaranteed like.
10K.
I completely disagree. That Twitch homepage rotates through so much,
Oh yeah. I'm talking about your set. Like
that homepage, in my opinion, will add like 800 to 1,000
Well,
viewers, and they will instantly
time
leave.
of day, and it depends how long.
It's not even a question of how many concurrent viewers we had. It's the amount of time that was spent while watching the stream by each individual user, which we don't have the access to those analytics. But companies that are looking to invest in esports, they're looking for like how much time that event can offer and how much they stay on that page and on that stream.
Is Proofy in here? I'm just wondering. It keeps saying.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop the flow while you guys are talking.
Oh, I
I'm
didn't
here,
know
though.
because like on my screen it says it's still
whatever.
calling you, so I'm
What's
just
your
saying
problem?
that.
Why'd you do
Yeah,
that?
I got
he's
you.
all about the flow,
I
bro.
was
It's
thinking.
all about
The flow, bro. The flow. What's up,
Alright.
though?
So, real quick for Nate Shot though, what's up, Proof? I'm gonna go back to February of this is crazy that I actually had this off hand, but
Bro,
February.
if you're gonna bring back that like that crazy analytic that you showed me like a year ago at the beach house, I'm gonna slap you.
No, it's not actually that, but that's it. That's the stuff right there. But all right, so we're gonna go back to the GameStop Modern Warfare 2 Championship that was on the Twitch homepage for 3-hour spin, and that peaked at 4,600 concurrent users. Remember, this is over a year and a half ago.
Wait, this is the Modern Warfare 2 GameStop?
Modern Warfare
But
2.
before I don't even mean to jump down your throat, but before you even get into that homepage stat, you got to remember the interface and how Twitch was laid out was completely different. When you went to the
honest, I'm not
homepage,
up on it like I am nowadays.
yeah, when the homepage back when you were talking about was just that stream itself and only that stream. Now it's a cycle between like 5 or 6 different streams.
But they still set certain events onto the homepage for like 4-hour blocks and stuff like that.
They do. But if
And
you go to the
that's when you're
homepage right
used to
now,
stuff.
there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 different streams that are rotated every time someone visits the homepage. Like I was on the front page with that GB tournament a couple days ago, and I'll go to the analytics right now and I'll show you all the traffic that came from. It's really not that substantial. It's not that substantial.
It's not for rotations and stuff. It's definitely not. But I've had events where we were on the homepage, especially on Justin TV, where we were on the homepage of Justin TV. It was literally like 800,000 views on the channel in like a 7 to 10 hour.
Does Justin TV exist anymore?
Yeah, Justin TV still does. I mean, that was kind of blinding, but also was such a good thing to like for the public, the people that just went on Justin TV that had no idea about like competitive gaming to just go on there and see stuff like that. It really opened their eyes. But they still feature actually some of their gaming stuff is still featured on Justin TV, and Justin TV still has tons of channels somehow. Even without gaming, they just have people doing all kinds of crazy shit, fucking animals and.
What?
I mean, yeah. What you
Alright.
could
Alright,
no, you could. All right, ready? I'm going to Justin
really, we
right
should
now,
stop.
and I clicked on
He's
animals.
just talking about fucking
Here's
animals.
your
Just
options to watch. You can watch the Happy Guinea Pig. Happy
Bro,
Guinea Pig.
I
Cam.
kind of zoned out and I have no idea where you're going with this.
Dude, just
I'm
stop
not
now.
going.
Just stop now.
No, but
I don't
these
know.
are
No,
interesting.
we're not
No,
talking
listen-
about
all right,
this. No.
Listen to me. You could watch the Flying Skunk Farm.
No,
That's the number one
that's
on animals.
cool, yeah.
Flying Skunk Farm.
All right, let's get back to Call of Duty though. All right,
Jesus
let's come
Christ.
back to COD World.
fucking animals.
Where
What about
did
these upsets, man?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
right.
I wanted to touch on that actually. There's a few you got. I mean, to start it off, it was freaking Prime Example took out Twisted Method. I don't think any of us saw that coming. I mean, we
I
all knew
saw that.
Prime. Really? I mean, we all knew Prime Example was one of the better AM teams that's out there right now. But Twisted Method was one of the teams.
I got
that was
into it,
expected
not
to
into it,
make it to
but
the finals.
me and Krim had a little debate the other night. Krim was thinking Twisted Method was going to come out of the bottom bracket. And I'm like, dude, you're retarded. When we scrimmed Twisted Method, it was a little while ago. They really weren't that hot. I don't know how much practice they got since then, but we scrimmed Prime Example the other night on the MLG stream, and I mean, it was every map was close in hardpoint. I thought Prime Example
What
was
was
really
the map count for TM versus P?
I think it was
3-0.
3-1.
good. 3-1.
And I'm guessing TM won hardpoint.
Yo, wasn't it 3-2? I thought it was really close.
I'm not 100% sure. You actually
I'm
might be right,
guessing.
so.
I'm guessing TM won the hardpoint.
Nezla is saying 3-2 in the chat.
I'm looking at it right now.
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
I'm gonna take a guess
yeah,
and say
it
they
was
won the
3-2.
hardpoint because that's what everyone scrims. So I mean,
Yeah, let's
people
see.
are basing top teams off of hardpoint only. No one's really seen CTF or S&D scrim. So you're only gonna pretty much our guesses are about like just hardpoint. Top 8 teams of hardpoint was Ego's list. It's just like that's all we scrim. That's all people have been watching. No one
Yeah,
has
I think-
seen like
yeah, that's the best.
CTF or S&D. You know.
Yeah, Paul, your list was based straight up on hardpoint, and that's why I
Hardpoints,
think
yeah.
your list was as inaccurate as it was. Like, what, 5 teams are out that was in the top 10?
In my list, you think my list? Why would my list make any sense? How often do I really?
Fwiz,
make
I just
sense?
want to make this clear. I mean, Fwiz posted a rebuttal in the chat actually on the.
It wasn't really a rebuttal as much as it was just the same stuff he said, and
Yeah.
he's been really supportive. Machino's been really
Yeah,
supportive.
no,
like,
I don't think Fwiz is doing work. You know, I don't
Yeah.
think Fwiz is the issue. I think it's more, because like everyone views Fwiz as Machinima, but obviously I think Fwiz could use a little help in like the promotional aspect of it.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm gonna give Fwiz props too because I saw that just like kind of I don't want to say don't give a fuck Fwiz, but he was just having a really good time with it, and it was entertaining and funny, and
Yeah, and you
That's-
guys gotta understand, like I'm not trying to suck his dick or anything here, but
don't worry,
Fwiz,
you
who's been kind of
understand.
dormant in competitive COD for like the past year or two, it probably takes a lot of push at Machinima to get approved for a $10,000 tournament. So even though he's out there doing his own thing, uh, with esports and Machinima Live, I want to give him props for actually making a push for these Frag Cup tournaments, because this is like a great prelude to in actual LAN, which is UMG Chicago. We have 2 amazing tournaments within like the first month of the game being out. So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I had a question, and I don't even know if this was possible. This is me just what I did on my downtime after getting so frustrated with score streaks, because of the fact that a team can get like full score streaks, like an entire team, and just spam them for a solid like 2 minutes, and just keep a team off a hill. And I don't even know if this is possible. It's just probably a random idea. It's probably not even possible. What if like you could assign just like all the score streaks unlocked, besides the ones that are bans, obviously, but just 1 slot per player on each team to have whatever they choose as the score streak.
Wait, so you're saying each player can have 1 score streak?
Yeah, whatever they want, whether it be a hunter killer for example, OG, like Scump can have a hunter killer, and then Merc can have like Hellstorm, and then someone else can have like an airstrike, or another person can have a hunter killer. You know what I mean? Just like slow down the spammage of like constant airstrikes from like 3 different players.
I feel like
a
that's
comeback.
why UAVs got banned. Cause like same thing with the VSAT, man. Like once I'll bring it back in Scrim. Fears got a VSAT, and I think all of us got full kill streaks after Fears got that VSAT.
That's what I'm saying. So like,
yeah.
what if you had 1 slot per player? They can't,
That's
spam.
actually.
Go ahead.
I think that's a good idea. I really
It adds
do.
a lot of strategy.
It still adds
because
the entertainment of score streaks, but not taking away from comebacks.
The issue with score streaks, in my opinion, is that once you get a VSAT, like Ace was saying, the rest of your team is going to get score streaks, and because of that VSAT, you'll probably get another VSAT if you play it right.
Same thing with the UAV. That's how the UAV was working, man. Like you got a UAV, you get UAV assist, and you bring more kill streaks, and that's why.
No, I agree, because I remember watching the stream earlier when Envy was playing their first round of the day, and they were losing Slum's Hardpoint to a pretty unknown team, and then Proofy was staying alive just for his score streaks, and he laid down a hunter killer, Hellstorm, the lightning strike,
That's
and
what I'm saying.
That completely
And in the
changed
game,
the
I'm
pace of the
laughing.
game.
I'm like, GG, VSAT. Like, in the game, I'm just laughing. Like, dude, this is retarded. Because I was able to just spam it and just kill everyone twice and then call a VSAT. And it was just pretty much game over.
Like,
I don't even think they got any points after that.
If you're playing hardpoint and the other team is controlling the hill, let's say you kill him and then you break the hill and then get more points for that, and then you get like 1 more kill, you probably almost already have a Hellstorm missile and lightning strike if you have hardline on. So I do completely agree that score streaks are getting a lot easier to get, and that kind of is the main focus of some teams. And I really do think the spam
And then,
does.
and a few counter questions I had that I didn't even think were really counters. People were like, well, people will just all rock hunter killers and just spam them. People do that anyway. They have 3 slots, and pretty much everyone has a hunter killer.
The hunter killer, yeah.
And
everyone's
spam it
rocking
anyways.
hardline now, man. Everyone's using hardline,
Everything.
dude. A hunter killer
You
is.
think we ban hardline?
That's what I said in the beginning. That's what I think needs to happen.
That's what I said.
I do think hardline makes it way too
Rambo's
easy.
in here now.
Yo, Ray, are you
on food,
chomping
dude.
down?
Hey,
Rambo is always
I will be
eating when
chomping,
he
don't worry.
comes on the
Let me bring
show.
this up really quick.
He's
The
always
other day,
eating.
TP, we were playing an MLG stream match. TP had hardline on. He baited alright, so he got the first cap in the first hill. He got 1 kill in the hill, and then it moved, and it went to the second one. He got
Was
the
this on
capture.
Plaza?
Yeah.
I watched this stream.
He got a orbital VSAT in the first like 45 seconds.
With, like,
Baiting
4
in and out
kills
the
or
hill
6
and
kills or
getting
something.
he got 4 kills and he got 2 or 3 caps in the hill and got a VSAT in like the first 40 seconds.
If I have to
remember
hear
that. I was
another one of
watching.
Ake's Scrim glory stories, dude, I'm gonna fucking
No,
holy
it's just
shit,
like
dude.
it's just like the point. It doesn't make sense to me.
Hardline
This
should be banned,
guy.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Did you hear
Literally.
did you hear my idea, Ray? I'm actually really interested to hear your thoughts for it.
No, say it again.
Pretty
Just
much
everything,
assigning like somehow, I don't even know if it's possible, assigning like 1 score streak slot per player on a team, and they could choose whatever score streaks that are allowed in game of choice to have in their slot. For example, you could have a hunter killer, and then another teammate on your team could have like a Harrier or Hellstorm, and then another kid can have like, I don't know, whatever you
I think
choose.
counter UAV needs to be on.
What you're saying where like nobody can use the same thing?
No one has 3 slots. Everyone has
You
one
only have one
slot.
slot.
I cannot believe you just suggested that counter UAV be unbanned.
I don't
Why?
know.
Why would you not?
Kind of UAV is retarded. You're affecting the mini. You're affecting your minimap usage. I think the whole
That's
point of like.
that's fine. That's
You know
I
how
feel-
easy a counter UAV?
I'm not, dude. I had nothing to do with that UAV. You
no,
talk.
that's no, I was
To-
talking
to
about
be
inviting
honest,
maybe.
A counter UAV would be up in the air 24/7. That would just be like, all right, well, let's just turn off minimap. Like
I would-
literally, a counter UAV would be up.
no, because
24/7.
people would then just be forced to not use hardline and have
No.
to run.
Yeah, you would run the thing that blocks you hardwire, which I'm using already because it blocks from EMP grenades.
I use that some too. If teams
So
use
if counter, well, basically all that's doing is adding in another perk that's like kind of like
It's not
required to
you
use.
have a class with it. I mean, like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna run it off the break, but I run hardline.
I'd rather require people to use hardwired than have people using
Well,
hardline.
think about it, Nate Shot. Would you rather get
Yeah.
killed by lightning strike or have to wear a perk to not be pointed on a counter UAV? And especially in S&D, like that would be so strategical. I get a counter UAV like third round, I save it till the last round or something like that.
I really think that if counter UAVs were enabled and you were allowed to use them, that they would just be spammed way more than hunter killer drones, and it would be obnoxious. Like you wouldn't have a radar the entire game.
Yeah, but then again, you can have someone shoot it down and you can counter.
Yeah,
it. That's the point.
yeah,
Yeah.
You guys know, like you can pull out the default class with the
Yo, but Ray,
Yeah.
back to what I was saying though.
shoot
Like,
down right away.
I want to know your thoughts still about that.
I think I don't know. I feel like one score streak each kind of like defeats the purpose of having score streaks, because then you pretty much like the thing about score streaks when I've been watching a lot recently since I can't play in this tournament, to where like
Sorry.
Paul, Paul, are you in your own tournament anymore? Like, come on, let's not be laughing here.
I couldn't play it, man.
Oh yeah, you couldn't play. You play and the fucking just got fucking knocked
No.
out.
If
Like a
someone
scrub.
else interrupts Rambo while I'm trying to
But-
understand his.
But
I'm
on the
gonna
real
I'm gonna
side,
keep
I'm like,
interrupting.
it's
I'm
like
gonna
a
keep
tree, though.
interrupting
It's
him until he stops chewing in his mic.
It's like a
Yeah,
tree. It's like
Rambo's
where you
gonna
have
be
it's a
chewing the
progression.
entire
Shut up,
night,
shut the fuck
dude.
up. Let me say my point. Want to hear my point?
Whoa.
Oh.
All right, it's a progression. It's where that's what's fun when you're following a player. Let's say we were watching you like earlier today when you got your VSAT and pretty much like won your team the game on that point.
Yeah.
Slump.
See,
Like,
why? How can having score streaks just automatically win a team a game though? Like that? That's retarded. You know, I don't agree with
but
that.
they shouldn't let you get that. Like there were so many points made where you're using, let's say you're using a certain rule perk set where you had hardline. Pretty much the only first perk slot you're using was hardline, right? You didn't have like lightweight or nothing. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So like literally anyone who chucks a grenade at you, you're getting all those kills from the hill. That's just the other team just sucking and just running straight at you for the hill. And
Yeah.
at that point, they're giving you free points.
But the thing
Like-
is once I got an orbital, my team all got full air or.
Well, yeah, no,
score
orbital
streaks
VSAT
in
is the most useful. If you can get a score, that score streak, it
So I'm
literally gives
saying,
your entire team
I
score streak
think-
at that point.
Well, and my argument is having one score streak per player adds more strategy as to what players are capable of getting the higher kill streaks on the team and allowing them to use score streak of choice and having them be the person to play for score streaks, as well as the entire team having whatever choice they have and possibly getting more score streak instead of just
Do you-
spamming it, and not having a chance at all to come back.
Do you honestly feel like a player on the team would use an orbital VSAT if you didn't
No,
have
hell
it?
no. Fuck no.
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
think
telling you.
that.
That's the problem with that.
But-
the fact that there's
but-
the three choices gives diversity. To it. It's
Honestly,
not forced to
orbital
use.
VSAT is not even fair as is.
No,
you know
it's
what I mean?
stupid. No, I'm
And I
not
honestly
saying-
don't even see it being
Yeah, but
competitive.
is-
Hold on,
Any
is
pro
any
players?
score streak fair? Like realistically, like
They're
is,
not
is
fair now
having
with 3 of them.
having
No,
a
not
missile
at all.
fall on your head after you kill a team? Like
Honestly,
is that fair?
Yeah,
Fine.
yeah.
This
Foreplay,
is,
think
hold on,
about
let me
that,
say this real quick. Last thing.
Alright,
This
go
is
ahead.
my mind. All right, I get hit by a hailstorm. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm back off spawn. Then I get hit by airstrike. I'm like, all right, fuck. And then I get hit by another airstrike, and I'm like, dude, fuck this. I'm getting off. That's how I feel.
I think
Here's
I
the-
kind of the thing about that is I agree that score streaks can be annoying, but they do add another dimension into the game because it really takes a keen eye to notice when somebody's on a streak and you know they're rolling pretty hard, and you got to make sure that's who you're gunning for so that he doesn't get his streaks. Like in that search and destroy on cargo, we were calling out look for Ricky because we were almost positive that he was like 1 or 2 kills away from a score streak. And even in hardpoint, like if you know somebody's getting close and it's like 30 seconds into the hardpoint and you have a decent lead, just back off. I really do think score streaks add a cool dimension. I agree that the spam is a little overwhelming sometimes,
Yeah.
but I really do think that they add a fun dimension into the game.
I do.
There
That's
was
why I don't want to get rid of
Yeah, I
them
just think-
completely.
yeah,
But
I
I mean, we
think-
can still
yeah, I
try
think-
things out, though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
There
I
was
think
another-
Murphy had a good idea actually.
There's a well, we were talking. No, it's good. On like I think it was right after our first match. Me and Actually, I think it was Rambo, myself, and Clayster were talking about jumping off the map in search, right? Like if it was a 1v4 situation. And it was something we were
on Meltdown.
Yeah, we were talking about it, and it was like it would have been smarter to jump off. And then at the time, like when we were in party chat talking to the team, like, hey, do you jump off the mat in a 1v4 situation or let the bomb blow up? So that's also something else you have to think about. You know, there's always something else with the score streaks that you need to think of.
Yeah, I completely agree with score streaks being overused and overpowerful, but I think if we remove hardline, it'll be a lot better. Like I think banning.
What happened?
Oh,
What?
Fwiz in the chat, dude.
I think removing hardline will solve like 75%
Yo, Nate Shot,
of
we're
people's
good.
issues.
We got views tomorrow. Justin's gonna present the Frag Cup 4 trophy in a bikini on the stream tomorrow. Views
Let's go.
set, yeah.
They should have her. They should
just
have her come in
stand
studio.
behind. I know. They should just have her stand behind them.
Have
dancing
Justine
or
come in
something.
studio. Have her tweet it out, push it
She
on all our
just-
channels,
she
and we'll be
tweeted
golden.
out- She tweeted out twice today, which is really fucking awesome.
I saw her in chat. I'm not
And
sure if
I
that was her.
actually-
I just
I
didn't
give
gain
her
it.
more credit. I saw her in chat too, and she said Nate Shot is so dreamy, and I was about to piss my pants. That shit was.
She
too funny.
is a legitimate gamer though. Like
Yeah,
I
she
remember
really
when I
is.
was in
Fizz was
LA,
saying that
I was
she
over at
plays.
Fizz's house and I walked in and she's like playing on her portable Xbox just for fun, and I was I was blown away. I was like, is she actually playing right now?
What's the deal with mobile on YouTube? I hear mixed different things of people being like, "It doesn't work. It works. Doesn't work.
Oh,
it works."
that's what they were tweeting
Yeah.
at the rant Twitter
Yeah, I
about
think
too.
that's the cool thing about Twitch is the Twitch mobile is really good.
Yeah, I said a lot of people couldn't watch the YouTube stream on their mobiles or whatever, so that could have possibly cut down on viewership. I mean, how many people watch on mobile though? Like, how many people in here are watching mobile right now?
But dude, like,
This
when I
is
go
kind
take
of
a dump, dude, I'll be sitting on my phone like watching.
this is kind of a irrelevant statistic, but actually 43% of my YouTube videos, like my VODs, obviously it's not a live stream, but 43% or 42 or 43 are sourced from mobile views.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that.
You'd be
like
really
a-
surprised.
No, I understand a YouTube video because like
Do you
if,
know
if
about
I'm
your
bored
Twitch stream
sitting
page?
like well, I mean if I'm bored sitting somewhere like in between class or something, I'll freaking go on YouTube on my phone just to kill some time. But like a stream, like sit there watch a stream on your cell phone, like I don't
A lot of people. I used to have people tell me they'd be watching me pub stomp while they were in class. So I was like, "What the fuck?"
damn.
Yeah, because you pubbed in the fucking morning, too, like a 6
Yeah.
a.m. to like 6 p.m. grind.
Yo, so I
On
have
the
a
real
question.
though, I want to say something about you guys were talking about earlier.
Go
I
ahead.
think you would at least leave.
You've been
gas-
eating
at
for
least,
like 40 minutes.
Dude, what are you eating?
at least,
Pizza.
nah, I was waiting for my pizza. That's what I was waiting for.
Go
That's
ahead,
why I
Ray.
didn't get in. But I think we would at least double or triple the amount of views we got today for on Twitch. Like, not even kidding. I was
yeah,
watching
we
it.
already.
I have
completely
no,
agree.
I know. I have like I have a good connection. I couldn't even watch it in 720. Like literally, I have a good connection to B's computer. That's definitely not the problem.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
And I couldn't even watch it in
I
720.
could.
It's like
At
ridiculous.
the end, I could, even though it was
Yeah.
had a
I mean,
random
it would
lag.
like
Watched
randomly
it in
jump to.
720.
I mean, I could
but
sometimes.
It
It would like
randomly drop for me.
yeah,
and
it
I
would like literally switch
Yeah.
for
couldn't
me.
click anything.
Yeah,
and I
it
couldn't
would
click anything.
switch. Yeah,
It would switch
And I had
automatically,
to
and
refresh.
the amount of times it dropped, it probably like we had like we were getting like around 6K when it first game started, and it kept growing, but then it dropped like 3 or 4 times.
that was my issue.
within,
Yeah,
like,
the start off was what fucked it up.
and yeah, like people like, dude, if you're gonna watch a stream, and that was like frustrating to me too. I'm the one that's like a hardcore fan here, like trying to watch the games, and it's like, it literally just killed it for me. That's just really a horrible way to start it. And that was just, I don't know,
I feel
having
like if
those
they
kind
could
of
come back
issues.
tomorrow with a big, promotion in the beginning, and then it worked like right off the bat.
If it didn't stop working, it's not really. It's just
Yeah.
it can't stop working. That's the
I
point.
have another question for us. When
If it-
when are we gonna sit down as a community and like start testing out a lot of different rules
Hold
to try
on,
to
Jordan.
get to see
Can-
what we like?
Can I address what they were saying before we get into that?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
go
that's
ahead, go
gonna be an entire different spectrum.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think the biggest thing with getting more viewers for Call of Duty is really getting the promotion for different brands and really turning rivalries into something that people want to see, like with Optic and Fear and Envy and Fear and
those are
LVG and Optic. Like those rivalries and those brands and those names are going to bring so much attention to streams. And that's why I think Frag Cup tournaments like this, if people are trying to get viewers, say Machinima wants to get a lot of views or Twitch holds a tournament and they want a lot of viewers, What they need to do is they need to host invitationals, smaller tournaments with big name teams that will pull in viewers right from the get go. Because
Yeah.
when you have
When
when you
the
have like 500
prelim rounds
teams,
and
and you have like Sniper Bob playing Joker 3-5, it doesn't work out that way. We
Yeah,
need
but look
we
at
need
tomorrow.
more teams. We need more teams to brand themselves
Yeah, I mean, we
correctly.
can look at tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow could be a basis if
And
the numbers
that's-
don't go up after you see
tomorrow might
Optic
be
versus
it.
Farico and then Cole versus.
I have something to
got
say
big
about that
names.
though, Nate. Like to the point where if you look at StarCraft, for example, StarCraft was a game that literally everyone watched when it came out. StarCraft 2 being, I wasn't really around for Brood War that much, but StarCraft 2 was a game that people watched for the game. Where you're bringing to the point where it had storylines. I feel like that's the only reason why people keep watching StarCraft at this point is because the game's so repetitive now. People just watch it for the storyline. Like obviously, the hardcore fan will watch the game for the game, but
Wait, what is
like
this?
a viewer like myself will keep watching the game because of the storylines of the players.
Yeah.
Where the player versus this player, this guy's a fucking boss and he's been rival with this guy for a long time. So that's a match I want to see. Like example for StarCraft yesterday night, there was this pro league going on and these Korean players and this guy called Flash was like one of like the best Brood War players, and I followed him a bit at the end. He was playing, so I just tuned in that stream to watch strictly that one match and that player. Like that's the conversation you guys were having earlier, is where the amount of time someone watches a stream it factors into a sponsor investing their money into the game. The game has to be enjoyable to watch for the general viewer as to get go. Then the storylines come in, that adds even more. But as a base, we need to have a game that is entertaining to watch as a base, or else we'll never get anywhere.
Yeah, I agree with that. But the problem with Call of Duty is that these storyline matchups is what brings viewership entertainment to the table. When you're watching Optic face off against a team that you've never heard before and you're just automatically expecting them to win,
Optic win,
you're probably not going to watch it. But if you bring storylines into it, which I think are really crucial for our game to be successful, and really not compare it to like League of Legends or StarCraft where the general viewer just enjoys watching it,
Well,
I don't think we have that luxury because the VOD,
we need to though. We need to.
I know.
We need to get to a point where we can actually get to that general viewer, even though it might not be in our own hands. Maybe it's up to Treyarch to like.
Okay, what
promote the
happened
competitive
with
side of it.
what happened with like the league play though? Like it being on COD Elite and streams, like when people are like, when is that supposed to kick off?
The game's only been out for like a month.
No, I know.
But
I think that would
they've
be
all
like
been
a
saying
huge
that.
helpful turning point though.
No, I'm
You know
not
what I
even
mean?
saying it's not. I think there's at some point when the game gets to a point where they're gonna actually involve tournaments into a league play or something like that. If they do, then at that point in time, there might be something more to it.
You know how
but-
they have these elite tournaments where they put up a Jeep or they put up Microsoft points or an exclusive
what I'm
camo if you win. I really do think if they try and take that kind of campaign towards league play, where after each season there's actually a prize, you're definitely going to see a lot more traffic into
Because
league
people,
play.
I mean, people are like,
you-
oh,
I mean-
I can win this. Oh, where do I go? League.
Yeah,
Well, like,
because
what
those small elite tournaments are huge. I'm
What
just
I've
saying.
like every time I've logged in to Black Ops 2 for the past like week, 2 weeks, it's been only about league play. Like I haven't got those dumbass messages that it's like, hey, well check out the domination on whatever. Like everything's been about league play each time. I was actually happy like when I saw that every time I logged in it was about league play.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who honestly reads those blurbs? Like,
But no, I wasn't even about reading it. Like the main thing in orange was like check out league play. Like you saw that, but, like you couldn't hit A without seeing that.
yeah, I agree. Like, I thought those were really cool that they had, but I really don't think anybody reads those. In all honesty,
Not even about reading it though, just like seeing it and like what I'm saying is bringing more awareness. Like I feel like if like I was saying earlier, if Machinima would have done something like that, like every day say, hey, Frag Cup is win, you know, check out blah 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 team blah blah blah. Like, hey, Frag Cup next day, hey, Frag Cup, hey, Frag Cup. Like,
Honestly, one thing I want to do with you guys is I want to just get a team together and get down and just start testing rules. I mean, I feel like as, you know, a lot of people look up to in this community, we need to take it into our hands to try to, you know, work with settings and try a lot of different things out and grind until we find something that just seems really fun
I mean,
and
look at the
playable.
people that are in this chat right now.
what do you guys feel wrong is about? I mean, what do you guys?
They-
Hold on. I want to say something real quick. Have you guys played Deserto yet? Like the Deserto rules?
No,
haven't,
I
no.
don't want to play their rules because they're so closed-minded, but I mean,
No, yeah, they're closed-minded, definitely. But I'm saying like those rules, right? So like, what if you have the Deserto rules, and then you take our rules, and then like they only have what 4 to 5 people in the Deserto professional council, right?
No,
I think it's
they're-
it.
I mean, right now it's like a big group of people, and some of us
I was
are
talking
included.
Well, I was talking to Sowers, and he told me there's actually 4 to 5 people that help come up with the rules for right now, the ones that
Yeah,
they're
right
using.
now, I guess. Yeah, you can say that. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so let's say they have their 4 to 5, and then you take our whatever X amount, and then you come up with like the first attempt at a universal rule set. You know what I mean? Because I think
We'll
I don't
never
know.
come to an understanding with them as long as we have score
It
streaks
won't be score
involved.
streak. Yeah, we can't. Yeah, we won't be able to do that.
And honestly, I really don't think the rules are something that should be the most prevalent thing that we're worried about. I agree that the in-game mechanics and how the game is actually played needs to be changed, but
Can
I
we
think,
agree on one thing? Rules won't affect viewership at all.
no,
Wait.
I was actually gonna do a commentary about this
Yeah, I think
on my
that's
channel.
what my whole point was in the beginning. The rules will not affect viewership. Period.
Nope.
The reason
play
the
the most
reason
bare
people
bones hardcore.
wanted score streaks, and the sole reason was so that the game was universal out of the box. That people, when they were
Which makes
playing
sense.
when they were playing a public match, and then they went into a competitive game on League Play, that the rules would be exactly the same. But as soon as we started banning perks, guns, and any sort of thing that was banned,
The
that
numbers
literally
decline.
that really broke it right there. Then score streaks were really irrelevant. We could have banned score streaks, or we could have had them. You know,
I still feel I still feel like there's a median line between that to where it's still as a general person who plays Call of Duty pubs can understand what's going on in Call of Duty. That's one thing I've preached so far is like example like I ask this to pretty much every single person who's disagreed with score streaks so far. When in Modern 3 or Modern 2 or any previous Call of Duty game you played so far, when you played a competitive game and you played pubs, it was a complete different game. Can we all agree on that?
Yeah.
Right, it was completely. It wasn't Call of Duty. For if you're a player that hops into plays pubs, and plays, let's say, capture the flag in public match, what they play in a public match and what we play in competitive play in a custom game is completely different in every shape, way, or form. Can we all agree to that? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, to our rules. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I
So
think our
mainly
rules
that was the point, is to where like it's one thing for I agree to the point where rule set will not directly affect our viewership, but if someone like let's say Treyarch was to like promote league play to where they would say, okay, this tournament's gonna have this, this, and that, and if we did get everyone like let's say there was like I'm just gonna take a wild example. Let's say there's a COD XP like in Modern 2 where pretty much or Modern 3 sorry, where everyone pretty much watched that game and it was public match rules. Like if we have a rule set that has no score streaks or everything banned, and all these people that watched it do not like what they're seeing because it's not the game, they won't even care about other
Can
tournaments
I
that
just
we
say
have.
something though?
Go ahead.
COD XP's viewership wasn't
I'll-
good.
I
It
yeah,
wasn't
I was
even
just,
a
I was just
stream
about
for
to
COD
ask that.
XP.
It's not even a question. I was just using that as a wild example. I'm not even like
Yeah, I
I'm
know,
not
I'm
even
just
saying they
saying,
had good numbers. But I'm just trying to put myself in the shoes of a person who plays public matches, and that's what they like about Call of Duty. If there's no score streaks and they watch it and there's absolutely nothing that they use in their game, and they watch a player play the game, that's not the game they played, and why would they be interested in it? I mean,
Well, the
some of
thing
them.
is-
Go
The thing
ahead.
is, when they play our set, honestly, I feel like people enjoy our set more than they enjoy
That's a minority, bro. If that was the focus and that was the
If that-
point, we'd
yeah,
have
then
so
we'd
much more
have
people
so
playing the
many-
game right now.
Like when they're just looking at it, yeah, maybe. But like when they actually like take time to educate themselves
But
on
that's
our
the
rules,
point. That's the point, is the fact that it comes down to where are those people really willing to educate themselves
that's
with
what I'm
playing?
saying. What if Treyarch educated them? Like, what if Treyarch was like,
But
Hey,
we're not.
no,
That's
but I'm
something.
just for example, like what if they were like, hey, these guys are playing this rule set because blah 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 blah. This is
You're
what they.
coming to the point where that's where Activision comes in. That's where Activision will
I
put their
agree.
foot down because that's where they sell. They sell to
I
the
don't
general
even know how we're back on this rules thing. There's certain things, but it can't be attacked as this generalization of just rules as a whole or score streaks as a whole. That'll never work. Yes, there are certain things that are just not up to where we would like them to be on what we're used to playing and making it as competitive as possible. But you could say the same thing about Deserto. I could sit here right now and look at Deserto and have 10 different things to be like, well, why the fuck can't I use this? Or why is it like that? Why is Hardpoint have a 3-second spawn delay? Or
Yeah.
why is the laser sight banned or rapid fire on things that people like, we
People
have
that only play to use.
things that are allowed right now in our scene that nobody uses at all. To me, it's like, well, why ban them? Like claymores are allowed, nobody uses them. They don't have any impact. They're
Yo,
useless.
we
Why
used
ban
them
it?
in SMD.
Yeah, that's not true. SMD claymores are huge.
Some people use them. Well, But if you hit a guy with a flash jacket as a claymore, it doesn't do anything to him. So it's
No, but
terrible.
you don't necessarily use it as a claymore. You use it as like a flank.
Yeah,
watch.
you use it as a fifth player. What we do,
Yeah,
just let
exactly.
me use an example. Sorry, 4 player, it's a
No,
script.
I didn't know what you do. I stole it. You're talking about the claymore on the backside of Meltdown.
Yeah, on Meltdown. Like,
I
alright,
see
so
you.
so Fears would just put a claymore down, and he wouldn't have to watch our flank because he would know that claymore triggered. Oh, there's a guy there, regardless of where that player died or not.
Pretty much the replacement for shark charges and
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like it's a fifth player. It's a turret. Like we
That
ain't
is
gotta
some
look there
shit,
because
though.
it'll
No,
look there.
yeah.
Makes sense, Diego, like to have everything except claymore. You know.
There
Like
are
what-
a few issues with the things that are still allowed in the game, and I think that aspect of rules needs to be changed. And
'Cause
I've
we use
actually,
it to a point where like we use it to like the best way to use it. It's like cheap.
I've mentioned to Emily quite a few times that some things need to be changed with the UMG Chicago rules. Like initially, she thought that those would be the best to use, but I would expect a few changes in the rule sets with some of the things that we've experienced
Well,
in Frag Cup and some of the,
they banned claymores in C4, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about stuff like dual cap 40s and riot shields. Like some
Well,
things.
ban
need to be-
those. What's Stairs gonna do?
What?
They don't ban those.
I'm just kidding.
Stuff. Yeah.
I was just trolling.
Riot
Rambo,
shields
I
are
literally
something
wanna
I'm
live at your
surprised
house,
you haven't
bro.
seen more people use.
I broke out a riot shield
stuff.
today against Fear on Hijack.
Want some food, bro?
Did you really?
Bro,
Yeah,
you're
I went under.
constantly chewing.
I
They
feel
got
like
bro.
shotguns are more of an issue than riots.
They got control of underneath on hijacked, and my first spawn up, I just took out my riot shield and like crouched my way in there.
You know you can knife a riot shield and it falls apart and breaks.
Well, I got rid of it because Scumpy shot me in the back like 2 times as I had that.
No,
So
but
it's-
you should try though. You need to try knifing a riot shield and it'll literally fall apart. Like every piece will break off and fall to the ground.
in one knife.
I think it's 2. Yeah, it's 2 knives.
What?
I had the idea of pushing into hijacked underground and putting up the riot shield to block the spawn, just so they would like have to take a couple seconds to break it down.
The thing is, you can't put it in the hallway, and you can't put it in the
If
doorway.
that would have worked, that's where I probably would just put my headset on my monitor, walk downstairs, watch TV, came back up, and be like, "Oh, the game's over. Cool."
That's what I'm saying. Some things need to be banned.
I've
for-
seen
Yeah.
example take the riot shield and put it on the roof on standoff and just like make himself a little head glitch on the roof.
On,
That shit was annoying.
Yeah.
on the grandma's house or the third hill?
On both sides of the roofs.
On the third hill, though, right?
No, he was like he was basically on grandma's house on the roof, just like looking over the first hill, but he had a riot shield in front of him.
Oh, I
like,
got you. Well, what about
it's
shotguns, though?
Yeah.
You guys
I
don't
saw,
play
I
the
saw, I
shotgun?
saw a couple people bring out shotguns today.
I feel like dual pistols are more lethal than any gun in the game.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
know.
shotgun for days, bro.
In close quarters, man.
Yeah,
dude.
4 play. I saw someone post in the chat earlier. Did you have like a 40-some odd kill game with a shotgun earlier today sometime?
It was 37, but it was on hijacked. You know what I mean? You can get those
Yeah,
on hijack,
Yeah.
so it's not
Because,
like
I mean, one of the most entertaining parts of the stream was actually when they were focusing on Lawless on hijack with the shotgun, dude.
Yeah, the diamond one. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I mean, that shit
Dr.
was
Dre shotgun.
retarded. He was killing
It
people.
was really entertaining, though.
Yeah,
They
dude,
were
he had
all-
there were 3 pieces going all over the place today on hijack. Hijack.
it looked like
was
he was
one of
watching
them,
me
man.
play. To
I
be
don't think
honest.
shotguns should be banned. I mean, I don't know. I feel like
saying like I feel like shotguns are way more effective than a riot shield. Like,
yeah, but it's just. I mean, maybe I don't know, man. I don't want to ban attachments on a shotgun, but it's just so fun to see someone just running up, destroying a team with a shotgun. And I'm thinking of it
Yeah.
as I'm thinking as this as a viewer aspect and not a competitive player. Like
As
if
a
I'm seeing
competitive
someone.
player, but what's your opinion on a shotgun as a competitive player? I don't.
I mean,
I'm like,
sure, it's not fun to have the drop on someone and just get pumped one time and die. I mean,
yo, but
Unless 4 players on the team can all use it, it's not overpowered. If you had 4 players on the team all use that,
can though, dude. Like that's
I don't
can make
see
some-
it being successful. You can't hold spawns with that.
yeah, but you can make some plays with it. Like if someone
what if
watches
you run
that
like an
top ladder,
overkill? I ran an overkill with an M8 and a shotgun, so I just use the M8 until I get into the hard point.
on Yemen, right?
I've seen a lot of people using overkill, like especially in S&D with like a sniper.
honestly,
the
I don't
nuts.
see
Yeah,
why
like,
more
there was a
people.
couple people used.
I
that
don't
today.
see why more people don't snipe overkill in
Mm.
S&D. I feel like that'd be so fun to watch someone snipe and then switch and clutch it with a sub.
Yeah,
you know?
Nate,
No, I
what the
agree with
fuck
that.
are you
Cosmo-
doing?
Cosmo
Dude,
was
I don't.
doing
I don't
that.
know why
I-
more people don't use a
I have-
sniper. It's not
I
like
have
they're bad.
always,
Kick
I
Nate
have
shot out of the
always,
call. I'm
I have
disappointed in him,
always
actually, now.
wanted to bring sniping in a competitive Call of Duty because I really think it's something that would be so enjoyable to watch. To have those plays like Halo has,
Then we
where
need
somebody
5-2,
just goes off with a sniper. But if you go on GB and play a sniper SMG assault rifle tournament, it's the most obnoxious thing that you will ever play because the sniper is just so useless in 95% of the situations that you get into. Even though the sniper brings a lot of entertainment, you cannot
Wait,
clutch.
but hold on. That wasn't a sniper SMG tournament. Like that was you're restricted to those two weapons, right?
What are you talking about?
You said in a sniper SMG tournament.
Yeah, what about it?
You're restricted to use those two weapons, right? Either a sniper
One person had to use like a sniper, one person had to use an assault rifle, one person had to use an SMG. I agree that sometimes like a sniper, if you overkilled it, like that one kid did on live stream on Cargo S&D, he set up top head glitch with the sniper and then pulled it out to kill somebody.
And
But,
switch,
like,
right? And push up.
Yeah, sniping is so difficult in a competitive, and it's so irrelevant because you're at such a disadvantage as soon as you take that gun out. Like that's just how it is.
So are you going to be using overkill tomorrow?
You could be an amazing sniper and be one of the best in the game, but it's so hard to get a kill with that thing. It's ridiculous.
I watched your montage and I thought you were the best sniper in the game. But are you going to use
Thanks,
overkill
man.
tomorrow?
I appreciate that, bud.
Why?
Are you?
Why are
I'm
you
not going to use the sniper tomorrow unless we get Cargo S&D.
If you're like posted up, like in a head glitch, a long range, like looking down a bomb site, like how are you really at a disadvantage if you're?
Well, do you guys remember back in Modern Warfare 2? I honestly, I think it was Sidrock or 4Play who would, and I did this once or twice too, where in certain situations a sniper can be amazing. Like I remember having a strat on Invasion, Search and Destroy, where you plant the bomb on the corner of B and then you sit top blue with a thermal sniper. I think I did that in like the first ever GB Live. And then you'd have people like 4Play or Sidrock sit back Hummers on Invasion with the thermal sniper. Sometimes they are very valuable in certain situations, but for the most part, they're not going to be used.
Well, what about off the break? Like on Invasion, people would snipe people just sprinting off the break.
Yeah, but is that really worth a point in your pick 10?
If you have
in the
overkill,
grand scheme of things?
Yeah, overkill. Hell
think
yeah.
about it.
That's
It's
a 3v4
everyone's
with
running.
everyone's
running tac mask or flat jacket now. Like, why even use stun grenades?
Yeah, you know you're gonna save his eggs, and then you're gonna go like 0 and 7, and be like, "Fuck this sniper, dude! What the hell?"
Nah, I'm not gonna do it.
Yo,
but like,
what is going on?
If he goes 0-7, then he's just having a bad game because it's
yeah,
not
I
like
should
he
get
doesn't have a
dropped if I
secondary.
go in 7. Yeah.
But on most of these maps, though, like I would think the only two S&D maps. Well, actually, it
You
could
can
be
use it on
pretty useful.
Meltdown. You can use
You could use it on. You could use it on
Standoff,
Raid, Meltdown,
Standoff,
Standoff,
just not
Cargo,
boring, like top granny.
Aftermath.
Yeah, standoff would actually be
No,
really
but
cool to see, though.
Slum's S&D is really bad.
Imagine how useful it would be to have someone overkill sniping, get an initial pick, and then just playing your game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone knows how crucial initial picks are in
Wait, have
SMD.
you guys played Slum's S&D yet?
Some S&D is a grenade war. It's
No, I haven't.
No,
Like
it's,
Dome.
it's an awful map, dude. For
Like
4v4, it would be good for 2v2, but for 4v4,
You're like forced to push into a disadvantage.
To be honest with you, like I know Slums is kind of stupid in the way it's played, but I actually somewhat enjoyed it when I played it a lot in GB tournaments. Like I thought it was very
were those
enjoyable to play.
4v4?
Yeah, they were for 4v4, and they were very frustrating because it was just a nade war at the beginning of the round. But after you took grenades out of the picture because everyone was spamming theirs, I enjoyed it. I
That's
agree
how
that
Crash
it's kind
was,
of
though, remember? Like with the
yeah.
nades?
I agree that's kind of a offset map where if you have like offense or defense, you're at an extreme disadvantage. But that kind of brings a cool storyline into every map that you play on Slums. Like, oh shit, they just won an offense. Let's see if they can just hold down this lead. Because if once you win an offense, that's like such a momentum switch.
I got a question. Why is Cargo Hardpoint not in the map circulation? Like, I've been wondering this since the beginning of the game.
What'd you say?
Why is Cargo what?
Cargo Hardpoint. Why is that
That
not?
was a good map.
That is the best Hardpoint map.
It really is good.
Like, I don't
I
understand.
don't know
why
who's
map
in
like
charge
that-
of all this stupid shit, man. Somebody get that.
You're
whole-
an idiot ass, dude.
I
Why
think
is
they should take
Cargo
out.
Hardpoint-
I could have
Wait,
focused on
dude.
making things better if this annoying kid that Skype me every day, giving me his 2 cents on every single little thing, being like, "Oh, this is how it should be," or "We should do this."
No, I was posting my opinion. That's what you asked me to do, yeah?
I'm just fucking with you.
No, but Cargo Hardpoint, best map in the game.
Wouldn't say best, but it's definitely a good map.
I think we
I
should
would say
consider
that.
taking out
Yemen?
Hijacked.
No.
No.
Hijacked is
Schmidt.
so obnoxious.
Yeah,
Where
Hijacked
they,
is not- what are you
they
talking
need
about?
to remove the underground
You-
hardpoint out of
you have
Hijack.
to leave your hill 45 seconds or 30 seconds in advance to make sure you have control of underground.
One player.
That map
And
is
then if you
so,
lose underground, you're fucked.
that map is so orientated around
Wait, hold on. Why do you
skill-based
guys
Call
need-
of Duty.
What do you guys mean you're a fuck? Like what we did,
Bro,
dude.
you
All right,
have to.
the
That map
underground
is
still,
all
if they
spray and
have
pray.
4 down there, if they have 4 down,
Bruh.
you go in from 2 different angles with smoke grenades. You get in there as easy as fuck. All you gotta do is win
You
gunfight.
gotta
can
understand though, that
smoke
map
grenades,
is like
dude.
based around SMG spraying.
You
Like,
can
Bruh.
there's
supposed
no
to
way
run through
around
the
it.
doorway. Yeah, I
You
seen
want to
Scumpy
know what
get it.
happens on
One
hijack,
foot.
bruh?
Shotgun.
They get that 60 seconds plus full streaks, bro. And then once that middle hill comes,
Yo, bro, hold on.
shit, you're
Yemen
done.
has 5
That's
hills.
game, man.
Yemen is an amazing map. I enjoy Yemen.
Yemen's a great map.
Your
Bro,
Spawns are easily controllable.
you
and
guys,
breakable.
all of LVG, your complexity is completely against Yemen. I think you guys are off your rocker. That map plays great.
Nameless says
True,
Yemen
man.
is amazing. Crimsic says Yemen
Yeah,
is
Nameless
awful.
says it's
I don't know
amazing.
if you guys just have
Shot
something
in
against
M8.
the map.
I like Yemen.
That plays well.
Really
Nameless
I feel like
says
that's
it's
I feel like
good
that's
because
the only
I2
map you
beat
get
that
to
ass
be
on
ARs
Yemen,
to
and then he scrimmed only Yemen hardpoint scrims after I2 whooped that ass. So I Nameless think fucking Yemen's
Apparently,
good.
I too
Wait,
already
if we're
broke up.
gonna
too.
talk about ass whoopings on hardpoint on Yemen, ace.
Well, I mean, we could go into the 6-0 and then the 7-0 in 2 scrim nights.
I don't care about any of those scrims. Like scrims
Yeah, I
are.
mean, we could have had some protein blowout YouTube video. We could have had 14 of them actually, but we
Bro, we
decided.
can go into YouTube videos if you'd like.
Yeah, we could have
I'd
had.
actually like to clear that up if I have a chance on the rant.
I like
Because
all of Yemen's hard points except for gold building.
Let
That
me
shit
There's
go
so many
off,
hills, though, dude.
the beaten path here real quick, and let me try and explain my point of view on YouTube
I don't care
videos. Real
when you
quick.
uploading a
Real
video. I
quick,
just
just
care
real
when you
quick.
say
Just hear me
pro
out.
team blowout.
Just hear me
Rate
out.
shit
I'll
out
talk
of
about
them.
it.
Yeah.
I'll talk about it for 2 minutes, and then I'm done. You guys don't have to address me. You don't have to do anything. Listen to me for 1 second, because
All right,
I know
hold
a
on,
lot
hold
of
on.
teams have the problem with me
You
posting
said
YouTube
2
videos
minutes?
of their teams. Yeah, give me 2 minutes.
Stopwatch.
I'll be done by 11:50.
It's
I post
stopwatch, bro.
I post YouTube videos to entertain and to make money off of those videos. That's the only thing I do. And if I'm playing against a team in a scrim and I have an opportunity to put that up on YouTube because I did well against them, I'm going to. I'm going to put your name in the title, which brings in views. That brings in storyline viewers who want to see that match solely because you're playing against Envious or you're playing against LVG. This
Dude, we
is
have a truth with some teams out there. Like where we
Yeah,
respect each
yeah,
other.
yeah, but I honestly think all of your truths are completely irrelevant because YouTube is all entertainment. Scrims are completely irrelevant. They have nothing to do with how successful your team is
No,
going to
but
be.
okay. See, I disagree, and me and you have gotten a recent argument about this. I don't think that you should use anything if a full team isn't there, no matter what you put in the title. Like, no, you know what I mean? Like, if I play you in a league play
I
game,
specifically put that title like I did because I knew that it would be a problem that I uploaded that. I wanted to upload that video because I was playing against Envious and I did extremely well. I know it wasn't your full team. That's why I put 3/4 of Envious. And then LVG had a problem with me uploading a video because I put Optic Gaming blowout. I tried to change the title of my video so that LVG wouldn't be in it.
yeah, but you did the same thing to FaZe when they were scrimming with like some other
Bro,
like a sniper, right?
Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube, and we can talk specifically about that situation because Parasite was the one that was talking shit on Twitter about how they wanted to challenge us. We accepted their challenge, and we beat them. If you go to Optic Nation, or you go to YouTube and type in Optic versus FaZe, look how many views those videos get. If I beat FaZe in a Game Battles match, in a public match, in a private match where we're doing training camp or whatever you can do on Black Ops 1, I'm going to put that up on YouTube.
No, but I'm saying there were so many other opportunities. Like, we scrimmed maybe 4 days after that where you scrimmed us and you guys actually beat us. You know what I mean? I think you beat us, every map but 2, if I'm right? If whatever, when we scrimmed, I think we beat you on slums and maybe another. And you could use any one of those games. I'm just saying, like, I don't agree with the 3/4 of one. It'd be like me playing you in league play and then, like, I'm going to put I beat Optic Gaming.
Like I said,
1/4 of Optic Gaming.
like I said, and I agree with that to an extent, but the only reason I do YouTube is for entertainment purposes.
I have no problem with that as long as you don't deceive them and make.
I'm not deceiving anybody. I'm not talking about our scrim series. I've mentioned in multiple videos that Envy and LVG are amazing teams. I'm uploading that video to get
That's
views.
what makes us look bad, though. You say, "Oh,
It's
LVG is
irrelevant.
an amazing team,
If somebody
we
went
raped
into
them in a
scrim-
blowout, 220, but like, and then we won every other match.
YouTube. I don't care who uploads a video about me. I don't care what anybody says about Optic. Envious can beat us in a scrim. Upload that video. Like, I've learned to not care about anything else besides
Yeah, because
my team.
we're 1/10 of what you'll get back.
But it's his space though. You guys
I don't
can't.
care. It doesn't, I don't really give a fuck.
No, I'm just
there's
saying
a
it's
sense
his
that
space.
when you have a space though,
It's whatever.
like you also have to hold a certain level of respect. Because how many times me and APOC have talked about this 50 million
There's
times.
no disrespect in what he's doing though. He's
Dude,
he's
no.
uploading
Who
a
is
match
it?
and he was.
Who is APOC? Is he a League of Legends bro?
What is it? What
Yeah, who is APOC?
isn't
COD
APOC
anymore?
the guy? That one guy that streams COD like really late at night, like
APOC
TV?
TV.
Yeah.
No,
dude.
yeah, that's his space, Rembo. But I'm not saying like you're right in this situation. You know, if Aches has his opinion and I have my opinion on this, then we're gonna be able to stand by that and say, yo, like I'm not gonna upload anything of Aches. Like
I'm
if we
just
beat him,
saying,
because it's it's a scrim.
As a
You know,
general output, Nate Shot is posting a video on his channel. He wants to get views. How is he supposed to get views if he just says goes to like the most extent
he could
specific?
post-
okay,
of
so
your point.
Games
I'm
like
just saying.
No,
I'm saying. I'm a player. I'm a player myself. I post videos on my channel. Am I supposed to say that I'm not playing
No,
Optic
but I'm
Gaming
saying
whenever I
if
play?
you
so
Something?
if I beat you in
there's-
league play, if I
Yeah.
beat you in a league play
Yeah.
game and I upload a video, 4Play beats Rambo, that's a good idea.
Well, you beat me in the league play. Why would you not say that?
I just
You
'cause that-
guys, you
let your viewers-
Aches and
Rambo
Foreplay.
is
In my
the
personal
juice.
opinion, you guys are like taking that as a malicious attack on your
it's
name.
not-
Like
he's not-
we
he's not
beat
trying to attack
LVG in
you.
league play, and I threw that up on YouTube the next day as soon as I could. I tweeted
Trying
out
to get
LVG
views.
versus Optic league play right now, and like instantly I got 1,000
you
viewers.
just on turbine domination.
But you think that I'm attacking your brand and you as a player, and I'm trying to make you look bad.
Oh,
I'm
It's-
just
he's-
trying to get
he's trying to
people
appeal to
click
his
on my
viewers.
video.
Yeah. Why?
bro, you want to
Guess
get
what?
man?
Ace,
You could post
Ace,
us.
what you
Like it.
should be happy that he's mentioning your name in his
He's actually-
video.
yeah, he's
It
actually
still
putting
gives
you out
you
there.
exposure.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Even though you're losing, it doesn't matter. You
Exposure is good exposure, but it's
Listen.
bad exposure. Like, oh, fucking
There's no
LVG
such
got
bad exposure.
raped. Got
Like-
raped, yo.
listen.
There's-
Ace, I
there's
know
a-
how you
there's
think
two
on
ways
certain
of doing
things.
it.
Bro, I even uploaded a video where FaZe kicked our ass in a league play match. And the reason I uploaded it was because I could teach my viewers about us losing,
Losing him.
and I could put Optic and FaZe in the title. Like you guys don't understand. This is my second semester off of school. I'm gonna do what's best for me and what's gonna get me views and what's gonna make me $1.
No,
Like I don't care how you feel about me
You know
posting a video
that doing that
beating you.
get-
I don't care about.
No, I
I'm
know
doing
that-
this
that's
to
different. You
entertain.
can- yeah, do
trying
do
to
it
make
for
a
money.
dollar out of 15
Yeah, do what you gotta
cents.
do. I'm not saying that, like, but
Uh-huh.
we're gonna have an opinion on it. Like you can't
Here's one-
expect
Yeah,
us not to speak
And I'm
our
just,
minds on.
I'm
it. That's
just,
all.
I completely agree with that. And you guys are allowed to have your opinion, 100%. But I'm trying to understand why it would bother you.
This is my personal, like, both sides of the argument theory. This is what it's not theory, it's my opinion. I think, I'm kind of like, damn, I just got shit on a huge channel. That's how I think at first. But again, I mean, it does help, I guess, promote the competitive scene at COD at the same time with those big names being on the views. Again, I mean, it
Shut
was
up. Just the other day you go.
I know, it was 3/4 envy. That's what bothered me because Rat was on our team and
But
they shit on us.
Check
And
out LVG, but then post this shit.
The people who really care about the teams playing will go and watch the tournament and then see who's a team that actually comes out on top at that point, and that's what's going to matter. Then the people who actually care about it, the people who are just watching for pure entertainment, will not even care who they're playing unless it is a team like, let's say, FaZe, for example, where like a lot of the viewers Nate Shot will get are people who were like when Nate Shot saved the Optic Nation channel a long time ago. For example,
Yeah,
like
it just, I don't know.
yeah, and they'll watch it for the name. That's really what it is. It comes down to it. It doesn't matter who. It just because people recognize the name, they recognize something. Let's say Nate Shot plays like Joe. He puts in his title. I'm playing Joe Bob 25 in this league play match. Who the fuck would watch that? What's the point of watching that?
Yeah, and like,
I mean,
Rambo, thank you so much because like if you guys go and look at the chat and click the link that I just put in, that's the search results for Optic Nation versus FaZe and Optic Nation versus Fear. Like those two names, this video, FaZe Clan versus Optic Nation, is an old YouTube video of cops harassing skateboarders, and that's the thumbnail. It has 190,000 views,
190,000 views.
and it's not even Call of Duty.
shut up, Jordan.
Like,
Asshole.
if I beat a team and you
sorry.
have a recognizable name and your brand is even somewhat associated with the content within my video, I'm gonna put your name in the title. Like that's what entertains people. That's what draws people to click on that video and watch it.
Can I touch on this real quick? I think that
You can touch on this real quick.
I was gonna say something. What are you trying to touch there, bro? What the hell?
You guys are
You can touch
starting.
on it for a
That's
sec,
awesome.
bro.
Well, did you see
Yo,
Nate
bring us some
Chat's
animal
meme?
porn.
Did you
Hold
see
on.
Nate Chat's meme about on Quiz earlier today? That shit was funny.
That was weird. That was kind of weird. Like,
No, because that's a reference to another meme, Rambo. There's another meme that's popular on Reddit where it's like Spider-Man, a cartoon Spider-Man sitting under a desk, and it's like I'm just sitting here watching news and I'm just over here masturbating.
I never
So
saw that. There you go.
It was a reference to that one.
Post motive at that point. I would have understood. That was just
Can I
like
touch it now?
no. You just say you're gonna talk about it. Don't stop saying you're gonna
No, for real. Let me talk about this shit. Oh shit, I'm knocking shit over. All right.
How
So
many
for
times
real,
did you
like
touch this shit?
we talk about building this awareness, right? And it's really important for that awareness of competitive Call of Duty to be out there. But like, it's more than just that. And Aches, I know you see the part of it where it's like, okay, Nate Shot's building that awareness, even though it doesn't make us look too good. But from there, it's some of it is on Nate Shot too. Like, I understand you want to have this flashy title, and it's got to be like kind of like seem like it's an important match to look at, but as you build the awareness of competitive Call of Duty, it's also your job to educate your viewers so they do know.
My biggest point
Bro,
is you
if
make it
we're-
look like Optic Gaming is the best team. No one's beating you. Like you're raping everybody, dominating
Honestly,
the scene.
Like
That's my issue.
it's kind of ironic that you guys say that because months ago, like I have done multiple videos on my channel that have gotten thousands of views, and I'm not flaunting these views to like boast about
Okay, just
the
get to your
exposure that my
point,
videos
dude.
get. But what I'm saying is I've done in-depth videos for events where tournament teams like I have to look it up, but I remember a tournament last year, I think it was EGL or not EGL, a different event where I did a complete breakdown of every single competitive team because I'm trying to get these teams to understand that you need to build your brand so that there is a storyline, so that there is a reason to watch Optic Gaming versus LVG. Well,
But that's
like,
what it's about.
I have done
That
that multiple
was
times.
for Columbus, I think.
Columbus,
And,
there you
and
go.
I
Like,
totally agree that you have, and you do a lot of great things when it comes to that. And I'm not putting this on you at all, but I'm just saying there is that misconception out there when people watch your match in the pickup TS or just a regular TS against Ace's team, and they look at it like it could be something more when we all know it's not. But have no fear because listen, we need to get team scrims the fuck out of the way. Every games need to be more important, so there aren't games like that where you're not posting a video like that because those games shouldn't even be played. In my opinion, I think it's dumb that. Go ahead.
What if we eliminated scrims? Like
That's what I think. That's what I
Yeah,
was
if we had like daily.
listen to me. real
like if
quick.
we had daily tournaments or something.
no,
Like,
no, no,
Hey, what
Hold
is
on.
going
no
on?
way. That's
Plugging
fucking.
it
Listen,
Damn, Aches, you're a genius. Someone needs to get you a crown and a fucking cape with velvet and.
For those who just missed this, Paul just pretty much self-voted his own side off that, straight up. It's just between the lines.
No.
there.
Where are
no,
these daily tournaments though?
I'm
supposed to start
gonna
today.
take that
Brought 'em
idea, Aches, and I'm gonna run with it. We'll
So-
see what I
shut
can
up,
put
Paul.
together.
Daily show matches, like you see on StarCraft
Yeah.
all the time. They have daily show matches like every day. Like
well,
not
that was being done a lot at the end of Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah, that's what
daily,
we
like in between.
we played mine for 3.
Let's say we have
Rambo-
like a weekly
Rambo
invitation.
basically started that.
I think show matches are fucking glorified shit ass team scrims.
No,
They
but I'm
but
like,
they're-
what if we had daily turn? They're not like weekly show matches or
gotta
tournaments
mean
that like top
something.
8, top
No, because in a show match, people won't play S&D like dummies and just
No, we
run
didn't
at
play
you.
SD, no show matches.
Why you're still playing?
I'm just
for
saying though,
nothing?
like, who cares?
What
We're
is
playing for the
rumored?
support of COD.
If
That's not- I
you
wouldn't
lose
consider
a
it
show
nothing.
match, what's in your mind at the end? It didn't mean shit. Who the fuck cares?
Paul.
It's a
you've
show
been
match. I
running
don't
fucking
play to
20 bucks a
lose.
day for-
Who's
No,
gonna
no,
go into a show
saying
match and say,
don't
"Oh, I'm gonna
lose.
lose this map. I don't give a fuck"?
I'm saying at the
No.
end. I'm saying at the end, man. I'm
You
saying at the
Frag
end.
Cup, did you really give a fuck? Like you didn't put any money into it. It's the same thing. That's
Yeah,
how
no,
it's
yeah,
gonna
but
be.
you still have that mindset. You don't think I lost Frag Cup 4. Yeah, I wanted to be in Frag Cup 4 all day today. It affects me that I lost. Anyone who lost, Guy or Proofy can't sit here and say, "Oh fuck it, I lost Frag Cup 4." Like,
Like I didn't really have to do anything. It's not that big of a deal.
No,
like it's
but-
not like
but
losing
you
a
mean that-
event where you had to pay money to travel
You're
to.
losing when it matters. When in a show match, like, what does
Those-
it really matter?
like,
Why is a show match different than a scrim besides the fucking name in front of it?
But if you had money on it, that's what I'm saying. We played TT in a money show match the other night, and we won.
Show match, like that's what the point. A show match means you're just playing for show, not for money.
Okay, question.
I think this all started about the discussion about YouTube videos being posted. So
so it's all your fucking fault, Nate.
We can get away from this. Like I'm just saying, as closing, like my opinion on it is not going to change. I'm going to be doing the things the same way I've been doing them for the past 2.5, 3 years.
We get it.
Yeah, so you hate us all. We all fucking suck. You're the only good player in this world.
Damn, Paul, you do suck out of respect for everyone else here.
Oh damn, yo.
I have to comment Paul's neck. Dude, that was my daily comment Paul's neck comment.
Ego just needs to stick to
every
zombies.
time Paul gets on the show, I have to comment his neck.
I'm gonna be a Madden pro. You're gonna see me on the Madden bus, and that shit's gonna be sinking.
Oh Lord.
What?
Yo,
that could have been seen in different ways there.
Yeah.
all right, quick question. Quick question.
Oh,
Let's get serious for a second.
I'm not the one that said it.
Let's get serious for a second. So, Matt.
All
Matt,
right.
yeah,
ask
what's
it.
up?
can I get like $5 from those videos you posted of me on YouTube or something?
Bro,
I'm done. I'm sorry.
I
Oh
remember,
my
God.
and here is the ignorance behind that, because,
I was
and I'm not saying towards you, and I know you were joking. I'm talking about a different situation. I uploaded a YouTube video where we beat Parasite and FaZe, and then the next day while I was streaming, I had over like 100 people come into my chat and told me that Parasite was trying to file a copyright infringement against my video because I put Parasite in the title of my YouTube video. Like,
you can actually do that though.
He doesn't
Yeah,
have copyright laws for it. You have to have a copyright for that.
is Parasite a trademarked or
No,
copyright?
hang on. Didn't Moho do something about that?
Doesn't have to
Moho
be
did
branded.
something similar to that.
No,
Hey,
well,
what did
we
he
did
do?
it to Boss Nasty, but he actually used our physical content. So that's like,
Honestly,
Yeah.
but that doesn't even bother me because it's Haggy. I expect that. Only him. Only Chris would go out of his way to try to sue you.
No, I mean it's like iffy. Like it's a 50-50 chance that would go through.
Yeah, I don't
Just-
think it'd
just
go
'cause-
through
just-
at all.
just-
man.
wait, it's not
Nah,
gonna go
you'd
through
be
legally. We're talking about
surprised.
YouTube go
No.
through.
Who is this
Yeah, you'd be
British guy? Is he
surprised.
the butler or something? Like, where's the cookies and tea at?
Oh my
And we just
God,
got
Paul.
Vito,
It's
like,
crumpets,
Vito-
first of all.
Vito's
What
like
did you
10
just
years
call
old.
them? Creepits? What the fuck's
What?
a creepit?
I said cookies.
Oh,
He said cookies and tea, and it's crumpets
Cookies and
tea.
creepers.
It's still
Alfred, just get the Batmobile. What the fuck are you doing, Apoc?
Yo, hang on. Igor, I want to ask you a question. I heard NJ Halo like blew up today. How mad are you about that?
Blue,
How
I
did it
don't
blow
know
up?
what that
I heard
means.
they had like the most teams and for 2v2 and the 4v4 that they've
How many
had.
teams did they have?
For
I don't
what?
know. I think they had like 50 2v2 teams or something. I saw it on Twitter earlier.
Well, I'm not talking. I'm talking about 4v4 teams.
I don't know, but I read on Twitter they had like the biggest attendance that they've ever had at an NJ Halo.
Don't they
For
say
what?
that
For
every
Call
like
of
NJ
Duty,
Halo
or-
now?
I don't know. That's what I read. I think it was
They
Cubano.
always have lots of people there. Cubano doesn't even play Call of Duty. I don't think.
No, yeah, he does. He's on Pulse's new team.
They
Yeah,
have
yeah.
20 teams. So what the fuck?
Yeah. Was there? I got a question. I'm drifting totally away. I don't even know if we were on the topic. But what is the team? Is there a team cap for UMG? Was there a team cap?
I don't think
No.
so.
How many teams signed up?
There's
I know
about, there's
there's
about I heard
Said there's
some-
30.
There's
Said there's 30 that are
I thought-
paid for it, and then
I
they
heard
said
about
there's
40.
expecting at least 10 to 15 more to door.
Yeah.
I actually have
Okay.
a question too. Is there an IGL that'll be before March or April? Or not EGL? I'm sorry, IGL. Jesus. Is there an EGL that'll be?
March. It's in March, right?
It is March.
I believe
okay.
I'm pretty sure it's March. Yeah, the first one.
Isn't there something in February? I could be wrong, but something in.
Might be
It's
another I
Fran-
series. Not sure though.
Reflex.
I was talking to
Reflex?
Sowers. He said something. Yeah, that's what it is. It was
Uh,
reflex.
Those are like UMGs of Europe. You don't really want to
Oh, okay.
fly across seas for that, to be honest. No offense to what they're doing.
Well, I know there might be a UMG tournament here in St. Louis in February.
It's Amsterdam.
Yeah,
I
but
think
isn't
Rabbit
that-
said it's a reflex. Yeah. All right,
Aren't
cool.
the UMGs going back to like how many teams show up is how many? There's not like a set prize for that one, right?
For the one in
Yeah,
February?
the St. Louis stuff, I'm pretty sure is more based on local. It's definitely
I mean,
not.
No,
10K.
I mean, no, I don't want to say anything about it right now. I'll let Jeff talk more about that.
I don't know. I don't really know
Chicago
what
should
UMG
stay
is
as a
going to be
tent,
doing
really.
because Emily is leaving UMG after Chicago.
What's the talk behind it? I haven't heard why. What's the are you allowed to say the reasoning to it, or is that not been put out there yet?
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not
right?
going to.
Get off of
about
here
it
and
too
get
much.
Emily on here. Who wants
I'm not
Nate
going to
Shot?
speak about it too much because she didn't really want to address it, just because she had a
Oh,
lot
that's
of
fine.
people down
We
her
were just
throat
wondering.
about next threat. Emily does a lot of the coordination and work behind these events. Like, you wouldn't have the slightest clue of like the stuff that she actually has done to try and get these UMG events to be functional and organized. And she just doesn't feel like it's what she wants to do anymore for the amount of time that she's putting into it, and she's not really getting much out of it.
I think
Like,
the question we're
okay,
asking
that
is it
makes
all
sense.
on her leaving? It's all on her? Like she's deciding to leave, but that's all it is.
What do you mean?
Like is she just deciding to leave? Like it's her decision. Like she's leaving. It's not like no other factors. Just her.
Oh
leaving.
no, it's her sole decision to leave.
Oh, gotcha.
I mean, I've to be honest with you, I'm gonna be completely honest. I've been telling her to do it for a while, just because she puts in hours and days and weeks of work into like coordinating these events with the hotels and the venue and setting everything up and making sure UMG is running like smoothly, and she really doesn't get anything out of return. And I just think that she could be taking her skills of being able to put together events and being organized and running these things to a different company that will like compensate her for it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, nobody likes to do anything for free these days.
Emily.
And she's a very smart girl, and I'm not saying that because she's my girlfriend. I'm just saying like she could be doing.
Yeah,
different
you're a
things.
D rider.
More V rider.
Technically, it'd be a V rider.
V rider. Come on,
Yeah,
Paul.
whatever.
Let's be real here.
So we got cookies and tea. We got V rider or D rider.
Animal
and he
porn.
wants to
Don't
touch
forget about
things.
that.
And animal
What?
porn.
Yeah.
The list is just growing, bro.
Porn, dude, you guys are twisted.
I don't
dude.
even
what
know what's
goes
going
on
on
in that
anymore.
envious
You're
house right
twisted.
now?
Yo, let's
Yeah.
go. Hey, let's
What's
get back.
going on in this house?
Let's get back to Frag Cup 4. I mean, we haven't talked about it in a while.
Animals.
Like
What is that again?
all the upsets that happened.
All right, let's talk about
today,
I2. Why
and
did
the top
Complexity
8.
quit?
Hold on. Viewership.
Actually,
what was that
Yo,
sentence?
give
We
me a
already
second.
talked about
Yeah.
viewership. We had a big
So
So
conversation
what?
about it. already.
Why? Like.
We already
the
had that conversation.
improvements, you
But
think?
it's kind of pointless to go back.
What are you
there.
asking, APOC?
The viewership.
What about
It's
it?
on
Aw,
YouTube
shit.
platform, right?
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
pretty much what it came down to.
YouTube
All
platform.
right, but what about the production of the stream itself? Is everyone happy with that?
I honestly like how they filled really well compared to other streams that I've seen for Call of Duty, especially.
All
in the
right,
past.
that
I think
fucking
this was one of
music
the
was
better
retarded.
No, it's not even.
Robot
I'm just saying.
lover. What the fuck
I'm
was
just
that?
saying in general, like those videos they had, like Nate Shot, Moho, and was it
The
and,
team
and Eggs.
packages.
Like yeah, they had different content that we haven't had for Call of Duty to fill between laps, and they were like showing YouTube videos of like top 5 kill cams, even though it wasn't really competitive stuff. They were still showing something while people were waiting, which is like so like it's so crucial to keep viewers watching. If you just sit there and like they had the screen for little times there saying we'll be back shortly, like that alone will lose at least 1,000 or 2,000 viewers, and like we're already fucking low at like 5K viewers at most today, or we had like 6 point something, but
Yeah.
like average we'll say like 5,000. When you're losing like 1,000 or 2,000 between games because of that, I mean that's a lot of people, man. That's just
Yeah.
so like keeping. I really
So-
feel like they did a good job at it though, like considering.
So apparently I2 became sore now.
Yeah, I
Anything
too.
with methods.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's,
how they
it's
dropped
Funk,
someone?
it's
I-
Funk
I-
Fluff, and it's Complex quit, and it's Fluff, Mosh, and help me.
Wait, hold on.
I don't think
Complex split? I thought he
I
was
don't
their
think
best
Complex is gonna quit. Yeah, I really think.
Well, they already
Complex is like-
joined. They already joined Methods, and he tweeted out he was quitting.
I
saying
think
that
Complex is
Cod
gonna
is
come
too
back and
stressful.
join another team. I
Yeah,
think
he
he
was
can
their
get on
best
a.
player.
I think he can get
Yeah.
on a top team. Like he was dropping the most
There it goes.
numbers in
Funk.
hard points, capture the flag, and search and destroy. I
Either
was
way, it
surprised
sucks
to see
that team broke up, because like they were kind of like that
Yeah,
team
they were-
that
They put in
showed.
so much
But
time.
they dropped Universe in the very beginning of this game for that Fluff guy.
And
And
because Fluff
what I
and
saw-
Mosh have been really good
well,
friends.
what I
Well, you
saw
gotta-
what I saw today and in previous scrims, Fluff's their worst player. Not to call him out or anything, but like
Calling him
What?
out, bro. You coming at his neck like that?
Damn, dude.
Damn.
I really think the
All
reason
about.
why I2 got so hyped up
like 6 months.
when Black Ops 2 came out and they beat FaZe in Frag Cup, that was like the tipping point. But you guys got to understand, I think you all know from scrimming, they were the practice squad. They were somebody that you would play because another pro team wasn't on and ready to scrim you. Like, I2 grinded for like the last 2 months of the game of Modern Warfare 3, just getting their asses beat by all the pro players. And then they come out on Black Ops 2 and they're like a bat out of hell playing against FaZe, even though FaZe hadn't had much practice. They still, like, they have been doing very, very well. And I just think they kind of fell apart in their match.
I think I think it was just more like the inexperience of a team coming into play when playing for money. I mean, it's just it's always going to come back. And if you're having a conversation with me at the end of the day, it's just an amateur team being well practiced, but being too almost too practiced towards the scrims and not really understanding the environment of playing for money. And your mind always changes when you're playing for money.
Unexperienced.
It's a lot different, and they also have the unexperienced reaction of after they lose, oh, I'm wasting my time, I'm quitting this game.
Oh, yeah, that's a joke.
I don't think it was that. I mean, well, yeah, kind of. I don't know, but even in the listen-ins, they were down one flag, and the call-outs just died down.
They were not calling on anything. Yeah,
yeah.
That was sole inexperience on their part.
That's
really.
just that's just the ability of not being able to play down.
Yeah, you can't do that, and that's tournaments, man. That's why whenever you're playing scrims, you might still call out because you're it's just a scrim. It's not the end of the world if we lose, but whenever you play and there's something at stake, man, I tell you, your body goes into instinct mode. It's just you're not thinking. You're pretty much doing what you were doing over and over in scrims, and if it doesn't work out, then at that point it's so hard to adjust. And only a certain amount of teams, a few amount of teams, are actually able to adapt in game. And that's one of the things Mo said in the video is the fact that why Optic is so good is the fact that all the players on that team are able to handle the pressure and are able to adapt in game while it happens and are able to think for themselves as to what's going wrong and actually change it. And that's something that amateur teams, in my opinion, that's the biggest difference between amateurs and pros right now as far as teams are concerned, is that amateur cannot do that and are just being so if things don't work in game, they're stubborn and they keep trying to do it over and over again and they just keep failing at it.
What amateur teams made into the top 8? Any?
Let me check.
Who'd that prime example lose to?
Clockwork. And, who's on
that's
Nova?
It's Plasma. Plasma sure shot intake and
that Clockwork team is actually pretty decent. They took out that TG team who was doing pretty well. I noticed.
The BTM, and that Clockwork team has been good. They
won.
So,
my bad. Go ahead.
They won one of the most last ICNs at the end of D3, and they've had the same team. Two of them, I think, were two of them on Scumpy's team for.
Yeah. At least one of them was.
The Pro-Am, yeah. I'm pretty sure
Sender.
I've heard about Sender and Twisted before both.
I think Lawless was at that tournament too. I don't know if he played on Scumpy's team.
Oh, yeah. All three of them were there.
So what matchups are we looking into for tomorrow?
You got Clockwork and Nova, CSC Esports. I'm not too sure.
That's juked.
I'm casting at least one tomorrow.
You got Genesis, and then you got Optic and Farico.
Yeah.
And then you have
what about Genesis, bro? What about Genesis?
Every matchup.
I told you guys about
Genesis,
Moon, man. I told all of you about
Genesis.
Moon.
I completely.
I told every single one of you about Moon, and everyone's like, nah.
I don't want to be disrespectful.
Everyone here
I know first.
Everyone knows who Moon is.
I know. Everyone knows first.
No, but I'm saying.
Moon was.
Everyone
they beat us, bro. Come on.
Hold on. Everyone said, I don't know if he can jump on the sticks again after taking a 2-year break.
No, anybody can.
That's bullshit. Look at Krim.
I wanted to pick up Moon with Twiz and I and Clayster, but
dude, I know. I saw you, dude.
Twiz didn't want to do it because he didn't think he'd be able to hang. But the thing about Moonstruck back. The thing about Moonstruck back in the day, when we teamed at the beginning of Modern Warfare 2 with Exile and Liar, and we won those first two tournaments, Moonstruck has probably the rawest gun skill that I have ever seen, and the kid knows how to play the game. If he shows up to an event, he just needs to show up to one event, and I think people will start looking at him as a top 5, top 10 player. I'm not even kidding. He just needs to go to an event because I know he had planned to go to UMG Chicago and bought his ticket, and then the next day he told his team that he couldn't go. I think if he was on a roster where his flight and travel were paid for, everything, he would show up to an event. But I really do think Moon is an X factor on any team that he is on. But I'm not taking away credit from Felonies, Fatalize, and Expose because Expose actually impressed me quite a bit watching him play. He was picking up a lot of multi-kills against Envy. And then Felonies, I saw had a couple clutch kills in CTF, and Fatalize was just playing that slow role that he always does. They played very well.
Yeah, their CTF game, I think CTF is so underdeveloped in this game right now, it's
really
so campy, bro. No disrespect, they beat us straight up. I'm not going to say anything, but
that's just because people don't know how to play it. That's pretty much
the same thing. That's what I told my team. I was like, they get a cap, it's game over. And that's nothing against them, but that's just I think everything else was on point.
CTF on against them? I remember watching the whole.
It was on Raid,
yeah. Or it's probably like the most like standard map right now for CTF. That and standoff, like Express being the most like I guess hectic because there's really no fucking there's no direction in that map. It's just pointless.
Oh yeah, you were
You can
playing
pretty
against
much
Fatalized, dude. He hasn't moved since like
no.
I don't know what was his first Call of Duty. He never moved
Call of
on
Duty
CTF.
2.
Yeah, he's been camping the back of the flag before
Uh,
CTF was
But
around.
not to be disrespectful to any of the teams in there, but I think this is a Frag Cup 3 retake where team on the group 1, whoever comes out of the top side of the bracket is going to win the tournament. No offense.
That's first glance, and you say I mean the top 3 teams are still pretty much those top 3 teams from the top side of the bracket. No offense to Takeover. Obviously, I'm referring to the Optic complexity, even though Aches is a weirdo and Furico. But for real, you look at that at first glance, you can't take anything away from the 4 teams. I know you say no disrespect, and a lot of people's like I could probably say like all of us are in here are pretty much friends. So like a lot of my friends specifically would look at it and be like, oh, one of those teams is gonna win. Though that Nova team plays a lot. Clockwork has been grinding. Juke and Genesis they're in the top 8. I mean,
played them a lot. I want to say something about Nova. Nova probably won't lose on host, just because they're all 4-bar when they host, and like a majority of them use Scorpions. And if you've seen like 4 Scorpions on 4-bar, it's fucking retarded.
Plasma is actually one of the best Scorpions I've seen, and it's kind of scary. I know he just dropped like 60 on I2 or something like that.
Plasma has always had a really good shot, and when he played Black Ops and into Modern Warfare 3, he's always really good, but the kid cannot keep a straight head on his shoulders. He is the most immature and irresponsible teammate that you could possibly ever have. I teamed with him for a long time on Call of Duty 4. I teamed with him in Modern Warfare 3. I love the kid to death. His personality is awesome, but he cannot take anything serious. Even in a scrim yesterday, he got turned on by Scump and then left the game. Like, that stuff he was doing 4 years ago when he was 13 years old playing COD 4. Like, I think a lot of people kind of overlook Plasma because he doesn't take gaming as serious as everybody else, but he's a good player. But I agree with Aches. Like, sometimes they run 4 Scorpions, and they're a force to be reckoned with on host with that.
I mean, let's look at the top of the top group is Complexity, Takeover, Optic, and Freako. And then the bottom group is Genesis, Juke, Clockwork, and Nova.
Oh, I got just to say, like, if you guys have been following us, I know like Fears' connection has been completely garbage, but Fears is playing at his cousin's house, Frag Cup 4, so he's no longer lagging. Like, that's the one thing that I wanted to make sure happened, to make sure we had the best chance in this tournament. But Fears on a solid connection is fucking dirt. Just want to throw that out there.
How dirty?
I want to throw it out there that I picked Fear to beat Optic, and I've been wrong about all my predictions.
So that pretty much means that you should do the weather.
Yeah. I don't go outside though.
I mean, I scrimmed both Optic and Fear in the past days, and I was actually really like the both like Optic's been looking pretty good in hardpoint today, especially. I think you guys in tournament are like much stronger in your scrims from what I've been following. But Fear just like when we played Fear, they just seemed to be like kind of like lost to where like they weren't fully understanding of what they were trying to do, and like there comes to the point where like I think it was Moho was tweeting the other day about like how like hardpoint was like retarded and like it didn't make any sense, and like those are like things that people like pretty much everyone. People were tweeting that like like a week into the game when they didn't understand it yet. But once people started,
even after Fear lost that last hardpoint map, even Sharp tweeted out right afterwards saying that I will never understand hardpoint. So.
Yeah, they just don't have that general understanding. Like it's
still
people.
And back on what you said, right, about Optic going off. Did you guys watch Optic matches? Like Scump went off. Like I mean, Optic all did good, but like Scump destroyed.
Scump was destroying left and right.
Always.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? You talk about Scum going off, but that's just regular. When Scum does bad, which we never hear about, you're just like
he's going even.
That's pretty much bad. Like what the fuck do you mean he did bad?
And then again, it's like they all had their moments. Like even Nate Shot, I think it was
Merc was going off too, man. Merc was having some really good plays.
Wait, Nate Shot, can I ask you a question? Why did you guys have Big T decide to be Anchor and not Merc?
To be honest with you, we just kind of made decisions throughout scrims to play differently because the roles that we were playing weren't working out when we first started scrim, because I think a lot of people kind of underestimate how much time we haven't put into the game. It's actually very frustrating for me because I'm very new to the whole team schedule. I was on on every day, ready to stream and play.
Personally,
But their schedules have been so hectic with finals that we've played probably like 4 or 5 days for like 2 or 3 hours, and that's it. But Big Timer felt more comfortable playing that way, and then Merc kind of shifted from being an AR player to an SMG, and it worked out. You know, we were playing.
Since it's online, do you think it's going to stay like that, or will it switch on LAN where Merc picks up the AR role and Big Timer picks up the sub role? Because I feel like Big Timer's shot is just
exactly. Like Big T is a player who has a sick reaction time and is really nasty up close and personal. Like I've always thought him with a submachine gun is disgusting.
His connection,
but I feel like the way our team plays is going to be completely different on LAN, just because everybody on that team, like Merc, Seth, and Will, they all perform at the highest level when they need to. Like,
what were you about to say, Scott?
I was saying he's also like, you got to look at it at an aspect from this. Obviously, I don't know Optic better than you know your own team, but I do know Big T is hella clutch. You know, like he's such a clutch player that like having him at that anchor role, you need to be clutch at anchor. You know, like if you're holding like certain areas of the map.
Yeah,
you know? So I don't.
You know, Joey is born to play that role.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm saying like he fits that well too. You know, like when I was watching him play, like he was doing like super clutch things. You know, like he was getting the kills to like prevent a spawn change or you know stuff like that. So like.
Yeah, see, I can see what you're saying. I just see Joey as being that player that doesn't mind just sitting there and being patient. Big Timer always came off as a player that moves around and wants to be
active. And that's how we initially played it when we first started scrimming. And it was a very different change of pace for everybody because they didn't have that leadership that Rambo brings in-game. And I didn't want to start trying to take on that role because I didn't want to overstep like the relationship that those three players have with each other and Optic Gaming as a brand. Like I didn't want to step in and start like calling all the shots in game. And one thing that I do want to say, like props to Joey because he really was turning into a better player and a better leader like in that tournament because he was like calling out all the hard points, what we should be doing while going off. Like I was worried about Joey because he wasn't playing that slow anchor role as well as I thought he would, like he did on Modern Warfare 3. But as soon as he pulled out a submachine gun, dude was making plays. He was getting 2-3 pieces, holding on the hard point, playing a new role that I've never seen him play for like since I started teaming with him back in 2008. Like Big Timer,
a big factor. Sorry, to cut you off,
connection
like,
for sure. No,
like
I completely
Parasite
agree.
on our team was like more like he played with subs a bit, and then he feels like more comfortable because of AR. Because like once you run into a gunfight and you're jumping around and stuff, connection becomes so like especially in this game, it's like ridiculous how connection matters. So like for a player like Big Timer to like slow it down and be more in a like position where he can just get pick kills while L triggering, he'll be much more useful online. Like even last year is pretty much what we did where like I think it was EGL5 Scumpy was an AR player and then towards the end of the year he was just solely a sub player because Big Timer started using an AR at that time.
Yeah, no, I completely agree because connection really like is something that is prevalent for Big Timer. And even Joey, like you can tell it affects them more so than a lot of people because Will actually does play on a shit connection. And like when we scrim against Aches and we're on his host, like I always hear them complaining about the connection. And I hate when people do complain about that, but it's so noticeable. Like when you see them play on a better host, just the difference in stats. Like Big Timer, when we were playing against Aches and Merc, we're like on bottom 2 every single time. And then as soon as we got on Joey's host or a different team's host where they weren't having like a bad connection towards Aches, they were just like going off. They were completely different players and the game was so much easier.
It's just online play really at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But like here's my biggest issue about when people complain about my host.
I already know it.
TP and Criminal are both West Coast. TP's in Washington, or TP's in like Santa Monica, Cali, and Crim's in Seattle, Washington. And both of them perform amazing on my connection. And they're further away than anyone else that we scrim against.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, Pat. It's to the point where they don't have to go against you. Believe me, if you weren't on their team, you'd be destroying them so hard and even harder.
No, let me finish. But in Frag Cup, they're hosting. TP and Criminal are playing on 4-bar. So people don't gotta worry about going against me. Like I don't give a fuck about my connection. You gotta go up against TP and Crim on double 4-bar. So like.
No, I'm not. That's not what I'm debating here. We're talking about your host in general.
The reason why I thought you host was because Teep and Crim live so far and Fears just lags and you're the most reliable host. That's why I thought you hosted.
that is the reason. Fears would host. He has a 50 down and a 10 upload with like a 10 ping, but his connection's so fucked up right now.
But
His connection's horrible.
that's so completely irrelevant though, because even like when we were teaming at the end of Modern Warfare 3, we specifically didn't play on any other host besides yours because TP said that he connected to you the best. I live in the Midwest, in the middle of Chicago, with a 50 down and a 10 up.
We played on your host, but TP
didn't want to, and that's
TP
what I'm saying.
hated your
Like
host.
that's
what we
it's
felt,
like a case to case thing. Like you're saying that it's irrelevant because TP and Crim play great on your host. Well, what happens when TP gets on a host that he can't play well on, and he's getting like the worst connection towards that host ever? Like it's really on a case to case matter, it really
like,
just shines through
Grim
because
hates
you guys
him.
are such a good team, and then when you take host and put that into account, like for scrims and matchups, like it really does make a difference.
But I'm saying,
Pat, doesn't technically Big Timer live closer to you than he does to Merc?
Yeah. If he's
Like, and he was always 4-bar on Merc's host. I'm on for 3 now on yours, and he hates your host and he loves Merc's host. I was like, that's just a perfect example.
Technically, no. I mean, it's like it looks the way how you look at it. Like they're north to south, but like big team, you're east to west, and so like I don't know how you.
I'm pretty sure he lives closer, does he? Say.
Joey's in Ohio, isn't he?
Yeah, it's probably about the same when you look at it, really. Probably.
Oh man, the host.
Yeah, Diesel's
conversation,
like, dude, what the hell?
I'm like, I don't even know what's happening.
No, actually,
here,
you're a bit closer.
We'll just talk about hosts for a little bit, then I guess.
No, but it's an interesting conversation because it matters. Like online play, especially in a tournament of Frag Cup, like online connection matters so much. That's an argument.
Especially in this game. Like,
I had asked the
game,
overlay before this tournament started.
Earlier, I was tweeting about like people expecting to win. Like example, like when Envy lost to Genesis, I wasn't expecting that. I don't think nobody was expecting that. And it's the fact that like whenever people are saying these things, it's because people base themselves off scrims at this point in the game. And that's one thing I've been saying in the past is the fact that scrims don't matter. But at this point in the game, when you're playing for an online tournament, they do matter. How would they not matter? Because that's what people are playing for.
Yeah, hold on. If you were expecting us to win based off our scrims, then you should expect us to lose.
That's not even
we lose every scrim.
Yeah, we predicted you to well for your league play, yeah.
I was about to say, we lose every scrim, Rambo.
Off against Genesis because Genesis is not an actual team right now. They're like not really playing as a team.
Statistics show Envy's 1 for 60 in scrims.
No.
Yeah. Me and Proof are talking. It's funny. We'll scrim hard point like all night, right? And we can't win one. And then we go in this tournament and we're winning our hard points and we can't win a search or something. It's just like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, no, but it's just tournament play, bro. You know, it's always different. In general, you guys are like stepping your shit up in hard point. And like having that triple host helps too, when especially in tournament play where people like it'll be more tempt to like it's all about like those clutch kills in tournaments really. Like that's why like I think Optics being so strong in the past years, just because they have players that have the ability to make plays over and over again.
Yeah, like to be honest with you, like no disrespect towards you guys, Envy. Like I thought you guys were gonna go all the way to the finals, just because you guys are such veteran players. And you guys have such a huge online advantage, like 3 people in one house on the same connection. Like that does make a difference. And with the players that you had on your team, I really was surprised when you guys lost to Genesis. I thought you guys were going to be the team on that side of the bracket that was going to the finals. Like obviously, I haven't been keeping up with you guys.
We host 2 maps. I don't think we drop the hard point on our host, and then it's search. I don't think host plays that big of a deal in a non-respawn game.
Triple host, though, Jordan, like think about it. Like you're not technically.
I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm not saying it does. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
saying,
but
like,
if you have to shoot at 3 guys that have perfect ping, I don't think.
But
hold
on, I want to
does
say
anyone
something. That can work in a disadvantage too, though. Like no one seems to account. Like let's say Crim does go host, and we're playing him, and it feels like he's on a cruise ship. Like you get what I'm saying? Like because now we're all forced to play on that.
I'm not bringing in hosts as a reason why I thought that you guys were going to make it outside your bracket. I thought it was going to help. I thought you guys were going to go to the finals because of the players that are on your team.
We won hard points for once.
Yeah, no, and that's what I'm saying. Like I thought you guys were going all the way to the finals. I really did, and it's just weird to see you guys come up short. That's all I'm saying.
I got a question about Ego. Is that dedicated or those Ready Up servers? Is that company still in business? Do they still do
No,
those?
they stopped.
No, Nate got out of that.
I still talk to Nate here and there, and it wasn't profitable. He was just pretty much shelling money out for him at that point, and that's not profitable to him at all. So
Damn it. I was gonna say maybe we could do something like that.
Yeah, that's would have been that'd be something like really useful in this game to the point where if there's gonna be like if Ego's gonna run these online tournaments, that's something Ego can look into. To be honest, if you really want to.
Ego, come on, Ego.
You can hit Nate up and be like, here, I'll give you this amount, this X amount to have like a server or two, and even if it's a server or two, to like.
Well, hey, I mean, you're bringing Ego into the equation. I think Ego was talking about earlier one of the after combos that we have, about local battles running ready up servers or something for his online tournaments or some shit like that.
Do they?
Well, local battles had just brought it up to me because they're really like as a business do have like a really good setup over there when it comes to their internet and stuff like that. And it's something that he had brought up, the idea of actually taking their production of what they did at the pro draft, for example, and using it for an online tournament where we had like, 10 different. It was really more focused, I think, as a stream thing, but at the same time, it's the same exact thing could be used for a host thing. The thing about Ready Up is based on Dallas, it's a lot more centralized.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say because it'd be central.
Ready Up. I mean, local battles is right in New York.
Yeah,
but at the same time, I still like the idea of just having like all.
Because like
in my mind, I want like all the matches to be able to be streamed in like a fucking channel booklet of where you could watch like Optic, LVG, and everybody at all the same time.
Yo,
I'm hoping that this.
LVG, stop.
I'm hoping that this conversation, to an extent, becomes irrelevant. Like I'm really hoping for more LANs and more like in-person tournaments where
yeah,
we're
but
going
online
to
is always going to be where the practice.
I know online is always going to be the practice is at, and that's why I think scrims need to be taken more lightly and really just actually used as a tool to get better as a team.
Scrims need to disappear, and online needs to be taken more seriously if we want LAN to grow. Like you guys need to be.
Didn't we bring this up last time? Quiz made a good comment saying that we're a young community, so not a lot of us have that disposable income to spend to travel. Like that's what I'm saying.
If it doesn't work online, it won't work on LAN, and it's still like.
Well, the thing
such
about
a gray area to really
can't
understand.
really say scrims can have to disappear. Like,
but they should.
How else are you gonna practice?
You're gonna play. You're still gonna like.
League play, bro.
Hold on. You said league play. League play has different rules than the rules of our tournament.
No,
listen.
You might get on.
Practice.
You might get on and play like 2 or 3 maps to warm up. But the way I want things to be is I want there to be tournaments going on as much as possible to put players in situations where they could actually make money on a weekly basis and be like, Mom, I made more money playing Call of Duty than I would working at fucking McDonald's. That's my first goal when it comes to daily tournaments. I want people to actually sit there and be like, listen, I could play in these tournaments every day, and even if I only win 1 or 2 a week, I'm still making a good enough money where it's worth me playing and worth me playing again and again and again. And at the same time, if all the teams are doing that, the competition will be amazing. You'll have your almost invite-only type setup where you have all the pro teams competing against each other. You won't have to worry about people posting scrims because you'll have matches to play every day against other top teams that actually mean something, and you'll be making money off of it.
When are these daily tournaments supposed to start?
On the
Monday.
daily.
They're supposed to start
on
on Monday. We're still waiting for Ice to finish out this whole credit thing, and we're also gonna do.
So March 2013.
Oh my god. We're also actually going to be doing some type of credit rewards to.
No, you guys got to understand. If Ice is taking care of this, it'll be done quick.
No, it's not even about that. It's just the fact that Paul's been saying that for fucking.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to roast Paul because Ice.
First of all, don't ever say I do anything slow because I don't do anything. I literally don't do anything.
Didn't you tell me after COD 4 Nationals there's gonna be a credit system?
All right, dog. Listen, my job, and that just makes what Nate said more irrelevant because all my job is to basically beg and ask Ice on how we can do things faster and when we can get things done. Because I'll be the first one to tell you that I really don't do anything, and I love my job right now. And the fact that I don't
do anything and play zombies all day, that's a pretty beast job. I'm not gonna lie.
Who are so important and the roles that they play and the things that they can do. Overlay fucking just kills it. People don't even see what he does all day. He was in like every single game that went on today, I swear. And he just made sure everyone was on point, everything was on time. Today actually ran really smoothly besides the lag on YouTube. And we just have people that do everything. And my main job today and what I really want to do is and what I love to do, honestly, is to work with the players and help with the teams and like do as much as I can to make everybody happy, make sure everyone's on the same page, and see what we can do together as a whole. Make everybody support together, and like you get what I'm saying. Like I almost look at
Are
myself.
you gonna try and play and do that at the same time?
Playing is just
honestly,
like a
like,
hobby.
Ego,
like
you
I don't
shouldn't
even.
even
Playing
play
is I don't
anymore,
know.
though,
Playing
dude.
is
You
poor.
honestly shouldn't.
I've been telling Ego that Diesel. He's
Ego, you
Hold on,
honestly,
just
need
know
to
your role,
stop.
Ego.
Yeah, you need
Know
to
your
stop
role.
the
Wait.
competitive shit. You need to stop the zombies. You need to
I
focus
see.
on
I
building.
kind of disagree with both of you because I feel like with what Paul does with 360 icons, he basically just delegates what other people do. He has plenty of time to practice with the team and take it seriously.
And that
if
is
he
his
can,
passion.
I don't
if
need
he
to
can,
stop- I
if
don't
he
need to
can
have these-
find 3 people that will actually put up with his schedule and the way he does him and the way he operates as a human being outside of gaming, then
human?
like they should. I would kind of be depressed if I saw Ego stop competing. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
what
But
people
he wouldn't really stop competing. He would
need
still
to
be
just
here.
If you
learn.
guys
I'm
remember on Black Ops 1, I actually hated playing against Ego. I saw him as like, fuck, man, we got to worry about Paul the entire time because he just runs around with his
He
head
does
cut off.
stupid shit. I know.
If he
He
can
does the
find
stupid
3
shit.
people that are play enough and put up with his in-game antics, like, I'm just being honest with you, Paul. I would be depressed if you stopped playing. Just completely honest.
A lot of people say I should stop playing, and like, if people don't realize, I really don't play that much at all. Like, I swear to God, before you could ask anyone who was on my team for Orlando, all my team did was play zombies before that event.
Nobody
Not
fucking
one.
played back then, though. That's not even a question.
I'm saying, but I play zombies and Madden and Minecraft and all this stupid shit more than I actually play the game. I'm always around and I'm always here, but like, I really don't actually. I mean, losing sucks, obviously, but I just don't have that passion to like really sit there and grind the way you'd have to grind to actually be as good as I'd want to be. But I would still always play for fun. Like I just love playing, and it's still fun. Even I'm not in it to really sit here and like try and compete with anybody anymore. I'm just here because I like to be here and it's fun. Like why not? I'm not. I don't have to win. I'm just supporting the scene and being a part of it. It has nothing to do with like I don't understand why people say, "Oh, you shouldn't play." Well, what does it affect or what does it matter? I don't really understand that. APOC. Let me hear why
I find it impressive that you find 3 people that are actually good players to play with you. Like I really do, because the lack of time
played with me as last UMG.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. No.
You just pushed him off the cliff.
What I'm saying is, like, to find 3 people that actually put up with how you play and the schedule that you go on, like it's impressive. Like I'm surprised people still do it. All power to you.
Ego has the best schedule there is, though. It's like fucking 24/7.
Yeah, you have to guess.
Chill.
You have to
Go ahead, zombies.
when you have to guess when your 4th teammate is waking up from his 3 o'clock midday nap, and they're
Yo, it's funny because you saw Karma going down that path. Maybe not down that path, but I would see Karma tweet like, "Damn, just woke up at 5 p.m." I was like, "Oh
like,
god."
do you remember when Ego used to team with Killa? I still can't believe that worked out for as long as it did. Like with those 2 personalities.
Listen, you could get Killa on here right now, and even though it would kill him inside and he would probably go hang himself in his bathroom, he could not help but to give me so much credit on how much I changed him as a player, because basically, and what's scary is actually Lynx is the sit. Lynx reminds me of Killa like last year. So much talent.
And you dropped him.
So much talent and so dumb. Yeah, I did drop him because I just don't have it in me to actually put that time in and sit there and change and have to babysit somebody. Like I said to Embos, like I think Lynx could be an amazing player. He's probably the most talented player that we could play with right now. But it's just not worth the headache, the hassle, and he's just not the type of person I see that's like a win now type of teammate. He's more of a project.
Ego, you remember when we were at the VA Beachland and we lost to Optic Hex?
Wow.
No, that never happened to me. I don't know what the fuck you're saying. Like,
I blame that on you.
I
I blame
deny
that
that
on you.
for the rest of my life.
I blame that
Remember
on
when
you.
we were supposed to go to the VA Beach for New Year's this year and you bailed out? Oh, yeah, my bad. We're on a podcast.
Bro, that flight costs like $700.
Whatever. You want to
Why don't you just stay here with me and Emily? Bean can drive over here with the kids. We'll have a rowdy night, bro.
Did you guys hear about that kid that got hit in the face with the controller today at that local LAN?
Yeah.
No, what happened?
Is there a video on that somewhere?
I wish.
Wait, you got hit in the face with a controller?
Saints got pegged in the face with a controller at NBA Halo or some shit.
Saint.
Nova?
Not Saints. Yeah, that's
Oh,
fine.
whatever, same.
Like he was talking shit and somebody just threw a controller at his face.
Yeah.
Keep talking
That's awesome.
shit. You'll find more shit flying at you.
Bro,
Yeah,
he
Eggs
was
almost fought a 40-year-old at our lane.
Right, yeah. That was awkward though, because that guy would not.
He was throwing
stop
toothpicks,
over
right?
and over his son, dude. Son was like 17.
Oh man.
All right.
Dude,
well,
I don't know what would go through my head if I got hit by a controller while playing. First thing would be, okay, what the fuck?
What if it broke your nose?
Second thing would be, was that a controller?
No, the second thing would be, was that a scuff?
oh, shit.
Bro, a controller's got some weight to it.
Oh,
A controller
shit.
has some weight to it, man.
Alright.
No, that was
Scuff or
definitely a
rumble
scuff.
pack?
That shit had a rumble pack.
That was a
Can
scuff.
you imagine
that gripped on
taking
my
a-
face. That
Can you
gripped
imagine
on my
taking a
face.
controller to the front of the teeth? Like that would not be comfortable.
I'm suing Scuff because the paddle poked my eye out.
Right?
All right, where the fuck that scuff come from?
If that analog would have went all the way in, I wouldn't have broke my jaw.
Well, hold on, wait, was the controller wireless or wired?
I'm sure it was wireless. It probably.
Wait,
it
did
had
he
to
hold
be.
on? Did he do
Yeah.
anything about it or just sit there and he's like, all right, bro, that's cool. Here's your controller back.
Wait, hold on.
Like,
Why did-
All I saw,
But I wanna know-
Here's your controller back. Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, you fucking hit me in the face, but you're not
Oh,
getting this
shit.
controller black. I've been waiting
I'm-
for this scuff for years.
I'm sure this is probably the worst topic for me to go into right now, but we're gonna go into it just because that's the fuck we do around here.
Bro,
I'm-
if you're going into NJ Rod, I'm going to get some McDonald's.
I'm
and I'll
not
be
gonna
back.
go into it, but my source for
hour when you're done
everything, I'm just gonna
playing.
say my source was for everything was from Exile, who went to that event today and said that he got bitched at for asking about the prize pool, and they got ripped off for all this money, and he's been on a rant for the last hour on his Twitter about everything that I said months ago. Okay, I'm done.
What? I didn't even hear one thing you said right there. I
All
hear
I heard,
Rod,
all
and I
was
just
the
turned
rant.
my mic
Read,
Bro,
off.
just
I
read
already know
Exile's
that-
timeline. That's all.
I already know that he's ripping people off. That's why I don't talk about his events and I don't go to his events anymore. It's very easy to do.
But don't you feel bad for the people who go there and get ripped off?
I feel bad for the people that go there and get hit with controllers. Not like what the fuck?
Right?
That's just crazy.
Like, not only are you getting ripped off, but you're also getting bruises from controllers. Now, if it was a scuff and I don't have one, I would have pocketed that and been happy because I made more off that scuff controller than the actual event.
Do you use the scuff proof?
Bro, has anybody
Fuck
seen
yeah.
XPL Exile
Like-
play? Is he any good?
Yeah, he
actually
played
decent
good at
this
the
game.
pro-am. I remember
That's who Krim was teaming with before he joined up.
Yeah, I
He's
remember
ranked
that.
third in Masters, bro. What?
People are
But-
saying he was aiming for somebody else.
Oh, he's all right.
That
He's not
sucks.
that bad. He's playing with Dodgers and Halley in league play the other day. It's pretty funny.
I wonder what argument goes down and why, dude. That's a good topic. Let's talk about this.
Yo,
No, I'm sorry.
It's
It's a good topic. Let's talk about it.
Frag Cup predictions. Let's go. Round
You
table.
just want to hear
Alright.
everybody say Complex
got
is going to
you.
win.
Yeah,
All right,
I know.
complexion versus
Everybody
takeover.
in here is practically.
Yo,
in it,
listen.
so I don't
Alright,
want to
let's-
hear. I don't.
let's go.
I
Wait,
don't want to
hold
hear
on, hold on.
predictions
Hold
from
that-
Aches or Nate Shot.
Yeah, now
Sorry.
listen, here it goes. You can't vote on your. You can't.
People
give your
who aren't
predictions from
playing
your own
anymore.
Yeah,
team.
people
Yeah.
who
People
are
who aren't
not.
playing
No,
anymore.
you can still
No,
predict
no,
the other
no.
games.
Hold
But
on, before we get into it though, that poll, like the way Machinima did it, like that graphic looked pretty dope.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's pretty sweet.
you can't even read.
All right,
that.
Paul, make your predictions right now.
Paul,
I think we should
complexity
just go.
versus takeover.
Yeah, complexity
Let's just-
versus
everyone-
takeover
everyone
through
say your-
everybody.
everyone say your
Okay,
prediction.
yeah, I want to take. Man, I fucking hate picking complexity with eggs in here. It's just like I feel like he's just jerking off as we all say, saying like, "Yes, they like me. We're gonna win." But yeah, I take complexity.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Nick
I don't
is
even know what's
fucked.
going on.
All right, what
Wait,
about
you
you,
said-
Proof? What about you, Proof?
See, I was gonna say complexity, but Paul has been 0% correct on polls, and I really wanted to know his opinion so I could just go with the opposite of
There you
whatever
go.
he said.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Aches, you're pretty much
But, I
jinxed now,
mean-
bro. You got the ego, like.
All right. You
But
go.
honestly, yeah, I do think complexity will win. So
What about you,
Yeah.
Sky?
I'm gonna go complexity because isn't that not even a real team, right?
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I was gonna say. It's
Yeah,
really
some-
not,
I'm
not
gonna go with
taking against my boys on TKO, but they're on different teams. They haven't been playing together at all, so
and plus, Aches has like 600 hours played. So what the
Right,
hell?
pretty
Let's
much.
go
Yeah.
complexity on that.
Yeah.
I got like,
What about you, APOC?
yo, I got AB this semester.
APOC.
Fucking 5 classes. Y'all
Yeah,
did some
yeah.
work.
What do you feel? You feel upset or you feeling?
Working school this semester.
Who's still in? Like, there's complexity as far as
We're talking about this match
the
alone
first
right now.
matchup. The
Talking
first
about
match,
the-
complexity and TKO. So who do you think?
TKO aren't even a team. Yeah, complexity.
Yeah,
Cool.
it definitely
Okay.
would be complexity.
So you're on board with that, Jared?
Yeah, definitely complexity.
All right, so we're pretty much all right. Let's just advance complexity. Next matchup is Optic Game versus Farico Impact. That's an interesting one. Let's start.
3-2. 3-2.
Wait, who started last time? Was it
I'm
Paul?
starting. I want to start.
Paul, no, Paul started. Paul started. Let's go, Paul. Paul.
Man,
I'm
at the end.
You put me on the spot to start this off too.
Yeah, I got the spot.
Yo, how do I scroll my name?
I
to
think
Paul's
this is
spot?
probably one of the best games to start to like the whole tournament. I want to take Farico just because of how good they are at hardpoint, which doesn't really make any sense because there's 3 other game modes. But I don't know. I think they'll just get momentum off of that. I think.
What's the 3 other game modes?
Or 3 other. They played
3
2
total game modes.
2
Don't worry about
SMGs
that.
and-
Let's just Paul. Let's Paul ramble. Let's Paul ramble. Paul knows what he's talking about. It was so
Yeah,
good.
so it's really hard. Like I've sat there and watched Karma sit next to me, and I watched John and him just bounce orbital VSATs like out of their ass multiple times in the game. It's really, really hard to sit there and say that they would lose a series. So even though I just think Optic has that like kind of just that lucky Optic vibe, I'm gonna take Farico. That'll be a crazy game. 3-2.
You're up next.
3-2 in favor of Optic simply because I see Farico winning both hard points and Optic winning the other game types.
What about you, Sky?
I'm gonna go. Optic definitely has like that tournament. We show up. Obviously, you guys or you know about that, but I think Farico because they just got something to prove. Like I see Karma just finally just going off. You know what I mean? Like I think this is Karma's tournament, and I think that like this will be like that team. You know, they just got a lot to prove.
I feel you. No, APOC. I'll go last this time. APOC, you go ahead.
Who's got the most hosts?
Who's Farico has last 3. Optic has first 2.
Ooh.
But I don't think host gonna be that determining of a factor.
Yeah, they're all East Coast.
Who hosts for Farico?
Karma
does.
What?
It's worse than mine, dude. That's the thing. Like people say my host is retarded. Like
Wait, Karma hosted for them when he was at my house. That was different because
No. Now he's in Canada and he's hosting.
That
might still be hosting.
Canada.
He got too used to
Alright,
that.
APOC, what's your feel on it?
After seeing OG today, I ain't seen Farico play today, but after seeing OG, I'll go with OG.
For what reasonings?
I think A-Shot's got something to prove.
Alright, Jared.
I'm thinking Farico, just based on what Nadeshot said earlier in the show, that they haven't been playing that much, and they did kind of take over Fear, but I don't know. I think Farico's been putting a shitload of time into this game, so I think I've picked them to win the entire thing since the beginning. So I'm gonna go with Farico.
Yeah. I think Farico's hardpoint game is like probably the strongest next to complexity. That's definitely like the 2 teams in my opinion that understand hardpoint to the fullest, and they've been playing it like. Farico Impact's been playing a lot. I don't know as far as a team, but I know for a fact that like Killa, Too Quick, and John, and like maybe not John actually. Karma's on the game more than John, but that team has put in a lot of time into this game so far. So hard point wise, I think it's gonna come down like Pruvy said. I think it's really about those side game types. No offense to you, Nate Shot, and your team, but I just feel like Farico like has probably a way stronger hardpoint game than you guys. If you guys can take one out of that, then that's for sure a big step towards winning that game for you guys. But I definitely feel like their hardpoint game is going to be like ridiculously stronger than you guys' hardpoint game.
Alright, so
you don't get to talk, bro. You're playing.
Yeah, you don't get to talk. So now we got Genesis.
Ace hates this right now.
Now we got Genesis and CSC.
I want my word.
Oh.
Wait, no, he can't comment. Nadeshot can't comment on the
I will not
complexity
speak.
game.
I'm not talking about predicting. Just telling Nadeshot something.
Okay.
Nadeshot, you want to win? Have Scum post and use a Scorpion. All I gotta say.
Scum doesn't like hosting though.
I know, but if you put him on host in this
it's
game,
not even a question about. I feel like Scum has like that connection where it helps him.
He does. What I'm saying is the fact that if he has a Scorpion,
I don't think Scum should host because host would definitely be more beneficial to someone else on Optic than Scum.
Yeah, that's the way I feel about it. I feel like you're putting all your money.
Even though that, I completely agree that Farico has like honestly probably the strongest hardpoint game besides complexity. I think that Scump, Merc, and Big Timer are just too clutch.
Yeah, tournament time. That's what I'm
Alright.
saying. I just,
That team in tournament form, those three guys are nuts.
logically speaking, that's what we're
honestly,
talking.
I think this is gonna be the funnest match for me, simply because I think Farico is like the top 2 team, obviously with Aches and Complexity. I'm really curious to see how they play Search and Destroy. I really am.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be interesting to watch. Those are gonna be,
Wait,
really...
before I finalize my opinion, Matt, how much S&D have you guys played?
I've been grinding out S&D tournaments like every day, but
As a team,
as a team, we played
that's all that matters.
2 S&D GBs, and that's it.
There you go.
I mean,
So I'm gonna
quiet,
go
like,
ahead and just say that it will be a 2-1 map count at some point. I don't know how the searches are gonna go.
I'm pretty sure that's 2 more S&Ds than Farico has played as a team.
No, wait, hold on. S&D though, like we didn't scrim 1 S&D, we didn't play 1 GB match, and we came out like strong as fuck in S&D, and we like steamrolled
against 2.
That
Against
prime
who?
example team, that TG, or not, who was it? No. That Hex Gaming team.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
but then again, you
they haven't
gotta put in
necessarily
the
played
aspect, like how much S&D are they playing? You know?
Yeah.
Well, they play a lot of league play, and they scrim like they've been scrimming a lot of top teams. But I'm just saying, like we didn't play it at all, and like I feel like regardless of what game it is, if you're good at S&D and any Call of Duty, like you understand S&D, it's gonna carry over. And like that's
you'll
how I
understand
feel
the
it was
goals
for us.
of like certain situations will transfer over, but the amount of like times you play on the maps is really effective, especially as far as like breakout strategies in general. Like
Well, I
you're
just think like maps like Meltdown and like the maps you haven't played because they're not hardpoint maps.
Yeah.
Those would be the only ones that would be like fluky. But like
There's a lot of CTF or a lot of S&D maps though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's still like standoff, raid. What is it? Standoff, raid, express.
Yourself.
All right, let's move on.
Let's move on to Genesis and CSC, which is Juke.
Juke.
I believe. So I'm thinking Genesis is gonna come out on top on that one.
Who's even on CSC? Is it
It's
Bobby, Spacely?
Yeah, Bobby's a
and
beast,
Flex.
dude. Bobby's a
Bobby
beast.
is nice. Bobby's nice. I'll give you that.
I knew he would be, but like he's a beast.
I don't know.
It's
After seeing
Bobby.
Genesis work over Envious, I don't know, man.
Let's get back to person by person. Jared went with Genesis, right?
Yeah.
Go to Sky. I don't know where I am on this
Let's
list.
start with
either.
Rambo. Rambo, you go next, man. What do you think's gonna happen?
I don't know, man. This is a really tough match to call. Like
It's gonna
I
be
really
close. It's definitely gonna be probably a 3-2.
I saw that Juke team play. They in that CGA tournament we won. We played Second Nature, which was Apathy's team, and apparently they destroyed Juke before they played us. So, seeing as that team that we played in the finals beat them, I'm gonna have to put my money on Genesis just because of that. Because maybe they're not so much a tournament team. I mean, if you look at they did lose a map to Isolation, who I've never actually heard of before. So, just knowing they actually like didn't 3-0 the teams that they played is like something. Like it wasn't like a notable team that they played. So, but then again, Genesis 3-2 the Goonies.
I know. What is they 3-2 the Goonies and they
There you
3-1 Envious? Like, what the hell's going on with this tournament?
There you go. So I think it's a tough match to call. I would put my money on Genesis. That I feel like the players on that team, like example, like Phaylise.
Wait, man. I need to stop making predictions without even knowing the map rotations.
It doesn't really matter at this point. Have you actually watched?
Let me go in on this team since I haven't been able to say much because like you guys talked about Opti. I think CSC is gonna win. I really do think that I've seen Huddle play with an AR and I never knew like he was going off. He's a good player. And then you have Spacely, Bobby, and who's your fourth? Slacked. They have ridiculously good SMGs.
Slacked and Spacely have the kilm of a duo.
If CSC wins the first map, they'll win the match. Guarantee it.
Plaza, Aftermath, Slums, Yemen Raid are the maps.
CSC will win Plaza.
Say that again, Ray.
Plaza Hardpoint, Search and Destroy Aftermath.
Yeah, I see Farico winning that against Optic. Go ahead.
Search and Destroy Aftermath, Capture the Flag on Slums, Hardpoint on Yemen, and Search and Destroy on Raid.
Interesting.
Hardpoint on Yemen, Optic held it down today. I don't know how. I know Two Quick's.
I've played Farico.
Two Quick's a boss on Yemen, dude. He shuts it down. John, yeah, they're really good at hardpoint, man.
All right, let's keep going. We didn't hear APOC. What's prove what was your
CSC?
Yeah, you'd say CSC?
Nah,
Genesis
I,
versus.
I have some insight on CSC, and for that reason, I'm gonna go with Genesis.
All right. What about you, Proof?
Jeez.
Do we hear Ego's prediction yet? I don't
It's
think
it's
so.
between
Genesis and Juke, pretty much.
shit. If I had to see, I played Genesis today, and they're a strong team. They play really well together. I mean, Search game Moonstruck's a monster in Search. That kid can put a team on his back for Search. So,
Dream on his back, though.
I'll go. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna go with Genesis. But I mean, Juke Arm, Bobby's my boy. I like Slack and Space's gameplays.
Bobby's good.
So I mean, it's gonna be a close one, but I'm definitely gonna go with Genesis pulling out the win.
All right. What about you, Paul?
Real quick, I do want to say, first of all these games are fucking awesome matchups.
Oh, yeah, everything's
Second of
cool.
all, every single match will be on stream, period. There's not going to be one match that won't be on stream.
Yep.
And my first instinct says to say Juke, they're kind of like that Farico Twisted Method level team where they play a lot and they play against good
Bobby
teams.
hasn't been playing much. That's
Yeah.
I got mad at him. I even texted him like, dude, you need to play.
And I think that Slack is really underrated. He's got a nasty connection, but people I haven't really seen that much out of Moon. Everyone's just like all over Moon,
He
especially.
did really good today, so like I was watching the game. Really good today.
Say it, yeah. Say
It's
it.
really like, and now that I look at the
Just get off your
maps
high
too,
horse,
I
yo.
just feel I
Yo,
honestly,
Moon to Team Fear.
Uh-oh.
No,
That just
He
happened.
doesn't go to. He doesn't go to events. It's really
I
the problem.
honestly think I'm for some reason gonna go with Genesis and just screw Fatalize over by picking them.
There you go. Don't
Damn.
do that,
Yeah.
Poke. You
Now
like
you're
that,
making
dude?
decisions out of
Damn.
spite, yo. You
Man,
just want to
you're an
screw people
asshole.
over.
No,
now.
not at all. I'm just saying I feel like I screwed him by picking them, but that's just you guys convinced me to pick them.
There
So
you go.
sorry.
Yeah, we're the assholes now, apparently. All right.
Yeah, but you're
Who has
listening
a
to
pick?
us, so basically it's us picking for you. So all right.
You pick?
No, I'm joking.
What about Sky? Sky, are you still here?
Yeah. I'm gonna go. I actually think that's gonna be the game to watch. Like, I think the Farico Optic game is gonna have all the hype because they are two huge names. But I think that game's gonna be a 3-1. And I'm not like if I'm wrong on the prediction, Optic will 3-1 Farico or vice versa. Like, I'm still kind of torn on that. Like, one of them's gonna 3-1, and then I think that that game is gonna be a 3-2. As far as like entertainment value, I really think that's gonna be a good game. The Genesis and yeah.
I can agree on that.
Can I ask a question? How does hosting work in a best of 7? I know higher gets 3, lower gets 4, but like how does it work in the order?
Well-
Is it like 2-2, 1-2?
It should be like a playoff match in a sporting. So yeah, it should be like 2-2, 1. No, it should be 2-2,
I
1-1,
thought 2-2.
1-1,
Yeah, we usually said. I think it was used to be 2-2,
and 1-1-1.
1-1-1. Yeah,
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean 1-1-1?
which is really
It's like the
fucking.
One,
World
one,
Series,
one, one.
dude.
Switch
The
every
World
match
Series,
every-
yeah,
one.
the World
Oh,
Series.
so-
It's like a sporting. It's like a sporting finals of a best
It's
of 7.
like
Like 2-2, then 1, then you switch, then go back.
Yeah.
I don't. The best of sevens. Where do they start? Semifinals.
Oh no! You should do 2-3-2. Really, to be honest.
all right.
Yeah, well, I don't know, dude. That's kind of not fair.
I mean, 2-2.
That's why I was
1-1-1
saying
just
two.
makes
Like, all right,
it-
so like we're higher seed, right? We would have the first 2, and then they would have the next 2, and then we'd have 1, and then they'd have the last 2. Like that would be how you would
That would
balance
give-
it out.
Yeah. Okay. No, that makes sense. That
It's
makes
like
sense.
if you did like 2-3, like they would have 3 hosts on their or 3 games on their host that would possibly eliminate us. Like we wouldn't have a chance to go back to our host.
Yeah.
These best of sevens look awesome. 3 hard points, 2 CTFs, 2 search. Is that right?
Do they?
I don't know why. I just think that
Hard point.
semifinals,
Yeah.
that semifinals
Wait.
map set
Oh
looks
my
good.
god. Proofy coming in with the
No, I
comedic
see.
relief.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is.
Dude, Fizz was actually making me laugh.
The first
like,
match
a lot
tomorrow is
today.
at
Yeah, this was funny today.
is at 2, right? 2 Eastern?
No, 3.
3 Eastern?
It's
2
3,
Central?
4, 5, 6, and then it's 7, 8, and then the final starts at 9.
So 3 Eastern, everybody. Tomorrow night at Machinima Live, or tomorrow in the afternoon at machinimalive.com.
I'll be casting
Yeah.
with Wiz to start it up.
Nice. But then, okay, now that we've got that game out of the way, the last game that we have to talk about is Clockwork and Nova.
Nova.
That's a very similar.
I don't know, man. I've scrum Clockwork and
Clockwork,
Nova's too
Clockwork
strong.
looked good today, though. I mean, they 3-0'd Prime Example. I
They
mean,
too
Prime Example
strong!
was one of those teams that a lot of people saw some hope in to make it to the Final Four. So
But that's
Ah.
also another tournament style like atmosphere. Like you have vets versus like up and comers. You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
but
really.
I don't know. I haven't seen Nova play too much though, and I've seen a lot more of Clockwork. So I mean, I'm gonna go with Clockwork on it.
That's
But
because
I
Nova
know-
isn't a team anymore.
Yeah.
Nova did take Intuition down, and
They
Intuition
did, I
obviously
know.
is showing the strain. So
I mean, I know Plasma's a freaking monster.
Ram, what did you just?
He has his tendencies.
what I do?
I know Proof just saw the chat right there.
Oh my god, who put that, Ray?
Wait, what happened?
Did Ray put that?
No,
For
I
what?
did.
No.
I did. I
You
did.
did. What the hell?
Yeah, Plasma is a Scorpion King. I'll read it out loud. Our good friend Doug Martin, MLG Censor, says, "Man, it's so easy to pick up girls. WTF? I don't even need to try."
Dude.
We all just got a good laugh about that.
I don't even need to
Figured you
try.
guys
I just look at him. I look at him and smile.
I think he might be drunk because he tweeted about picking up girls, and then his next tweet is about how much he loves Vengeance teaming with him. It's kind of a weird change.
I
of
love
pace.
you, bro. Teammates for life. Sensor's a good kid. People give him a lot of shit, but
I do like Censor, and I think he's a good kid, but some of the stuff he does is pretty questionable. I remember he got drunk one night and turned on his stream for like 3 hours talking about like banging chicks and backdoor Doug, and Mark from Quantic had to like call him to like convince him to turn off his stream.
Yo, he's so real. It's like he's stupid real though. Like Doug is my boy too, but
is he
like,
calling Vengeance a girl by that comment?
No, he talks too much. It's pretty much what it is.
yeah, he's so like he won't lie.
Oh
You
my
know,
god,
like
who
he's
remembers when we
yeah.
played Twiz on his stream and he was going off?
I remember
Yeah,
at
no,
VA Beach Lane we were having a talk about that.
yeah, he's over at he's at our house for the Twitch lane. He's like, man, I'm not gonna lie,
No,
dude.
it's not a VA Beach, yeah, Twitch.
Yeah, the Twitch is like, man,
The
I'm not
Gunner-
gonna lie,
Gunner.
dude. Lisa Ann, who hasn't done it to her, bro? I was like, what? Like just random.
Wait, no, just yeah. What about when it's just like, guys, I need someone to take me to the store because I didn't bring any underwear with me.
Damn.
Good old Censor, man.
Oh my god, I was watching what was it? It was Blops Nationals last year, and Censor when they beat us when I was on Optic, he starts getting up and screaming, and Cap got his headband on, just staring at him like, what the fuck is he doing? What's going on? I've never laughed so hard at a Cap moment in my life. That was by far the funniest shit, and I bet if all of you watch it like right now and watch it, you'll laugh, guaranteed.
Yeah, Censor was pretty hysterical when they won that.
Actually, I'm definitely about to find that and link it in the chat.
He
Hold
got
on.
up and just stood
Yo,
up in his
Proof, you
own
were standing
street.
beside me and TP. Yeah, when they won, we just started looking at each other.
Oh my
Because
god.
Doug like got up and like put his hands in there.
What the fuck?
Yo, you guys should not be saying any of this stuff because now Karma's on Twitter tweeting out, "Censor,
Yeah.
how's Lisa Ann?"
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, but
because
that was all-
that's not even a bad
That's
thing.
all
though. Like, that
public
was just-
stuff that's out
Yeah.
there. Like he
Yeah, we're
told,
just
like
real.
he had no care in the world. Who knew?
Alright.
That's just like he has no care that he'll sit on stream for 3 hours with his shirt off, just having a conversation with his chat.
All right, final question: who is gonna make it out of the top of the bracket, and who's gonna make it out of the bottom bracket to make it to the finals, and then who will win? Because I don't think
Genesis.
I don't think we need to go through the individual matchups anymore.
Alright, yeah, obviously
So
at that
going
point
at,
it's all
like-
opinion.
Before we get off, I want all of you to check this out, though, man. It's funny.
So yeah, let's just say, alright, you go first, Matt. Who do you think? Obviously, I mean, saying your team, so just go with the bottom bracket. Who do you think is gonna come out of the bottom bracket?
Oh, I gotta mute my mic. Sorry.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, out of the bottom bracket.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know. I didn't hear you.
Who do you think is gonna come out of the bottom?
I think it's gonna be. I'm gonna have to go with CSC. I really am. I think
Alright.
Juked is gonna make it out into the finals.
Alright,
then
top and bottom. Oh,
They'll
well, don't say
lose.
top.
They'll lose in the finals if they make it to it.
Alright, what about you, Paul?
Oh man, I think that the complexity of Freako game is gonna be fucking amazing. If it goes there, I'm always wrong, so who knows? It'll probably be Takeover versus Optic.
Yeah.
But we'll go with again. We'll see. Like I first think it's gonna be Freako, but then I'm gonna be wrong, so it'll probably be complexity in the finals against. I like Nova, man. They got those fucking scorpions and that connection, and Plasma is just so damn annoying. The other team's gonna leave. No, but he actually is real. I've seen him post like he dropped 60 on I2 earlier, and he's a beast of a Scorpion, even though he's obnoxious.
All right. What about you, Puck?
I'm gonna go with Genesis for bottom, and then top. I don't know. I know. Like the final of that group is going to. I think it's going to be Complexity and Optic, but I just don't know. I don't know who would take it. I'm not going to give you an answer for it.
I think it's kind of crazy how the bracket turned out like that. Like
like the
bottom
bottom,
bracket.
especially the bottom.
It was even worse in Frag Cup 3, dude. It was even
who would have
worse.
thought? Yeah, I remember that. Who would have thought that CSC and like maybe Genesis or Nova would be fighting it out for a spot in the finals? Like that's why I don't think these groups work out too well. I think it needs to be changed.
It was the same thing in Frag Cup 3. It was like a team called Body Count.
I remember that. In my opinion, Ego, after the teams made it out of their groups, I think that bracket should have been switched up, where everybody went into a hat and you just pull out names for the matchups.
I think the final 32.
Yeah,
why is that any different than this? That's basically what it already was.
I don't think groups should be carried over.
Hold on, Paul. I know this wasn't your fault, but this is something that fucked us over. You assigned us #1 seed, like just assigned it to us, and it kind of fucks us with hosts.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Yo, are you guys all looking at the chat?
Yeah, you're kind of right. Yeah, you're right.
What do you think about that, Pat?
You assigned it to us, yo. Like, why wasn't it random? You were like, I just gave you first seed.
I agree.
And of course, Aches is the only person who could find a way to complain about being given the #1 seed.
Well, the #1 seed would be good if you got more hosts. You get less hosts.
I agree, but for seeding in the future, it should definitely be the higher seed. Actually, does get that advantage, But I mean, dude,
I only feel like the higher seed should get advantage if they earned it. I mean, at this point,
that's what I'm saying. If they earned it, I'm just saying as of right now, if there was seeding, technically the lower seed would get it because the bottom team hosts. I think it should just be the top team hosts, and then the top team would always be the higher ranked team when we do seeding, which we will be doing seeding, and I think seeding is important. But for something like this, when you have 1,800 teams, it was really hard to even consider doing seeding, and we did what we could to make it so, like, just like Nate Shot's kind of like, oh man, we got Optic and Farico right here. Be fucking happy that I got to this point where it could be like this, and that wasn't round 2 and 3. Yeah. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah. Well, don't give me that ultimatum, because even if you guys did fix up the bracket so that it went like that, I know it wasn't you. Shut the fuck up. That wasn't you.
Well, we already went through it. You're right.
That was Ice, Overlay, you, and somebody else. Just
don't even include me in there. You already gave me too much.
Let's keep going. Proofy. Top and bottom.
What?
Top and bottom predictions. Who's gonna come out of the top? Who's gonna come out of the bottom?
I said. I already said it. I said Complexity and Genesis. Yeah.
Oh, shit, my bad.
What
about you, Sky?
Post this video in the chat though.
Let's go. Wait. Top and bottom. God, this is hard because Aches is here too. Fuck.
Aches has like the biggest rage right now. Like,
don't even care who's in here, bro. Just
no, I'm just giving a shit. Like, I'm gonna say that's gonna be awesome. Like, that's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna go with Complexity 3-2 over Freak. Like, yeah. So hold on. Well, they won. All right. So hold on.
No, you don't even need to say score.
Yes, we're going Complexity. We're going Complexity.
Okay. Complexity.
And then I'm going. I'm gonna go with Genesis just because it makes us look better. So let's just go with Genesis.
There you go.
Yo, lose to them in the final just make you look fucking good as shit.
Who's missing here? Jared.
Wow, being looking good as shit is not saying much, man.
Yo, I'm just saying I'd rather be considered the 19 than the 16
No.
team. So just
being that will make you look good as shit.
Who you think is coming out of the bottom?
Look good as like candy. Cake. There you go, cake.
Hey, who's coming out of the bottom?
I'm just trolling, bro.
Who's coming out of the bottom?
Yeah.
Clockwork.
What about you, Jared?
Clockwork. What?
I'm thinking it's gonna be Genesis and Freako.
I'm gonna say Farico and Nova.
Yeah.
I think that's my put on it.
Damn, dude, that top bracket is.
I really
stacked.
like. Honestly, I think Nova might come out, but I honestly do not want them to come out in the finals just because Plasma.
This is like the bracket from
Plasma on Twitter.
Yeah, Nate, think about it like this: if you never would have joined Optic Gaming, it would be Optic Gaming, Optic Nation, us, and Farico.
I
on
know.
The top
And what I'm saying is, like, do you guys remember what event? I don't know. I don't remember what event it was, but Rambo, you probably remember because it was like the death pool. It was like Columbus. It was
Oh
Optic, Envy, like And oh, proof we were teaming at the time, weren't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
We
Oh,
won.
man,
We won
I
the.
shit on you guys.
You won the
We
tie
won
break.
the death pool.
You won
We
the
almost
tiebreak.
won, dude. We
You
were
won
up
the
to
death.
much.
You
wait,
won
wait,
the
just think
death
about
pool
this,
and
though.
lost to icons. Haha.
You won the
Yeah, but think
tiebreak.
about this though. Listen to these teams: Complexity, Optic Nation, Optic Gaming, Impact, and then Genesis, CSC, Clockwork, Nova. Like the bracket differential is just
It's crazy.
really big.
I
It
mean,
takes
we
like-
had.
Well, you guys are just angry
yeah.
because
We
it
had-
gives you
if
less
we-
of a chance to make it on. Like honestly,
No, but it's
who
like look
cares?
who's battling for the
But if you
final.
Wait,
think
wait,
about
wait,
it,
wait,
they
wait,
also
wait, wait,
they also
wait.
put
That's-
teams that a lot of people expected to be there, such
Diesel,
as FaZe, such as
that was like the most
such as
like
TM.
biased thing I've
That's
ever
what that's
heard.
what you guys are making it sound like, though.
Yeah.
Honestly,
No.
that's
Because-
what you're making
'cause-
it sound like.
When you take the teams in the top of the bracket, and this is me being completely honest and not trying to be pompous about our teams. Those are like the tier one
You're
teams.
cocky because you have a bigger following.
Those are like the tier one. Those are like the tier one teams, and then on the bottom bracket, those are like the pro teams that are good but haven't really made much headway with like accomplishing and winning events.
It was the same one for
Oh,
3D.
yeah,
It really
I
was.
mean, yeah, I mean, I understand like where you're coming from. I'm just letting you know like what it sounds like to most people is that you're like, oh.
I don't care what it
maybe-
sounds like. I'm just.
Well, I know you
being-
don't care, but I'm
being
still gonna
honest.
tell you what it does sound like. So
Frag
I
Cup
don't-
3 was the exact same. Literally,
Yeah,
NG
I mean,
NG was
this shit
like
happens.
just starting even in the second group. Like previous team was like the only team I can remember that was like a notable in group 2 at all. Like that's how bad it was. Literally,
Yeah,
like
it was a lot worse.
like Epsilon, like they got taken out in a best of 3 against Epsilon, right? That's who it was, right? Proof you guys lost to in that tournament.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh,
Frag Cup
MW3
3?
Frag Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, they were literally that was the only top team per se, like from that second group. Like literally, they were all amateur teams you've never heard of before. And it was like we had to play Fear, we had to play Strikers team.
I
which was,
swear-
like, Ricky and
I
them.
swear, I hope one of the top teams loses to the team in the bottom bracket, and I hope it's like Clockwork or someone that doesn't get much
I
credit.
don't. Even,
I feel like a
Yeah,
lot of
no.
credit's being taken away.
Oh, no,
Personally,
dude.
my opinion.
No, it's not even. We're not even talking about. That's not even to the point. Like you have to see it from like a perspective. If you're talking predictions,
Well, I know their household names.
it's
I
not
got
even
you,
about
but-
household. It's just experience. It's to the point where if you look at the people on the bottom, how many of those players on those teams, on any of those teams on the bottom, have played in a setting where they were playing for big money in a final tournament? Name me a few players in there, and I'll
I
tell
mean,
you.
if they're
Bobby?
hungry, they're hungry.
Wait, Bobby?
Bobby's one of the players. Name me other
Spacely
players.
and Select as well. They played
How when have they been put in a setting where they have to play for big money?
They played in Frag Cups in the.
And they both placed top 8 before.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not. I'm talking
it's
like
kinda like
first or second here.
championships.
I'm talking.
Yeah.
You're saying a team in there that's going to beat a team that has experience. I'm talking strictly a team on the bottom bracket that's going to beat a team on the top bracket. That's what I'm talking about.
Bobby, yo. Bobby and Fatalize. You say Fatalize?
Phalanx, even Bogey. Like when is
Yeah,
Bogey like placed really
Monfort
high?
too. Monfort
Yeah,
too.
Monfort too. Okay, yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that. Okay, Bogey is placed really high at some point.
Yeah, Bogey. I won you some stuff in the I got you, Bogey.
But,
Alright,
but
here-
like
Talk shit.
then again, that's like one or two players versus fucking like a team like let's say Optic who has like fucking 3 players, even 4 players. Like Nate Shots played for a mill. So like I mean, fuck. Like you have 4 players on the one team. You have Farico. All players have placed like for. Or,
Hold on. I gotta say something to Neslo. Neslo, you just said we wouldn't be having this conversation if Twisted Method was still in the bottom graphic. Twisted Method is in the same group of these guys. Like, let's be honest. I mean,
They
which
have,
one-
yeah. Saints
Yeah.
is the only player that's placed like high. He's placed like second at an MLG event. And apart from that player on that team, like was it Solo, Rizma, and
placed
who else?
second also.
Rizma had 1 second placing, and then
Yeah,
all of
no,
the
he did.
tournament placings were like top 14. Like
Yeah, I'm gonna post a link in a second. Hold on.
And who else is on that team against? Rizma,
Solo
Solo.
and Miracles. And it's
Oh,
like,
there you go. Miracles has never really been
yeah, I mean,
around.
they're good players, but he's talking about experience.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, we're not talking about like how skillful players. All these players are obviously skillful to be where they're at in a tournament right now. I'm talking strictly about experience. When you play versus another name that you fucking know is like
No,
done fucking-
Neslo. We're not talking about the
Nezos,
talent.
this has nothing to do with
Oh, my God.
brands or anything of the sort. It has to do with the players on those teams who have been winning tournaments since Call of Duty 4. Like,
experience.
it's experience,
in
having
tournaments
having
matter,
the ability
straight up.
to go into the finals of a championship and win.
Or the ability to be down like 0-3 in a final and make a comeback.
Face-
Like,
like,
had a-
nobody on those teams, except for a select few, have that experience. Like it's completely irrelevant.
Neslo,
Like
nobody's debating
we're not
that-
having a brand
Yeah.
argument. We're having a
Clockwork
player
could
accolade
be the
argument.
final.
What up?
My,
what up? What
my
up? What up?
only,
Yeah,
my only
whatever,
disagreement
K-pop remembers
is this.
Anaheim, yeah.
This is my disagreement.
Oh my God, Anaheim was crazy.
You guys are saying, oh well, like why is it's not that much different to sit there and say, oh, like I'm talking about first or second, like someone like Solo, for example, who came in like fifth, sixth, seventh, like every event in a row. That experience is still there. There's not. You can't tell me that there's that much of a difference, especially when you're talking about playing in an online
Yeah,
tournament.
but I see what they're saying because Clockwork has no experience.
Oh yeah, Clockwork, obviously,
like,
yeah,
on their team.
yeah, but a lot of those
talking
guys
about playing for money, Paul. I'm sorry to say there is a huge difference.
Those are still money games.
5th and 7th is like 100%.
There is,
dude. We're talking about
once you get down to flag,
bro.
teams that have not as much experience begin
We're talking
to
about
panic.
Paul when you're on the main stage on the main stream in the final playing for 10 grand.
Fifth place was like $400 each.
Paul. I'm speaking like big time games here where you'll actually feel it. You'll feel the amount of playing for. You'll feel the prestige you're playing for is much different. Paul. I'm sorry to say, no offense. You've never actually been there, so you don't know how it feels like. I'm sorry to say. No
offense. Talking about COD XP, bro.
COD XP. I'm not even like I don't know. I don't want to like bargain on COD XP that much, but I'm just saying in general, like to the point where like in a tournament that you're playing for like with your actual team for a long time, and it's a game that you felt where you feel prepared of. You've never actually felt what it like it's really at when you're playing at that point. So I can tell you from experience, being there time and time after again, there is a huge difference in playing for like 5th or 6th than actually playing for that final spot, that final game to finish it off.
And let me ask you a serious question, because Nezlo seems to think that we're taking credit away from the people that were in the bottom of the bracket. I could ask all 5 of you that are in this chat or in the Skype call with me, do you honestly think anybody on the bottom of the bracket will beat Complexity, Furico, or Optic?
Even out of talent, I don't think so. No. Even if we're speaking strictly talent, I don't think so.
And that is
the
discussion that literally that's where it leads.
That doesn't count the experience.
Nezlo, who would beat?
I want to know
Complexity?
why can Envious beat those teams, and you guys have no problem saying Envious could beat them, but Genesis beats Envious. So I can't say
that's because honestly, we played against. We went. All right, but that's not an excuse. But listen, Paul, to relate to what you just said, like if we played Optic, it would be like, all right, we're playing Optic. If a team that like Clockwork played Optic, it's like, fuck, we're playing Optic. Let's go. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's different. If we play them, we're more relaxed and still playing our game.
I don't.
You know what I mean?
I don't think. I don't see like Fatalize or Felonies being like, oh man, we're playing Optic.
They are.
I mean,
did you not hear fellow like scream in the chat after they beat Envy?
No, I'm not saying Clockwork can't. I'm not saying Clockwork can't beat Optic. I think Clockwork's capable of beating any team in the tournament still. The thing is just that under the pressure of playing for money, and a lot of things can happen that will kill your morale as an unexperienced player.
Even off reputation, real quick, even off reputation and your past placements and who you are as a Call of Duty player, to say that a team like Clockwork, and don't take this in the wrong way, to say a team like Clockwork would beat a high caliber team like Complexity solely off of what you've seen them do off scrims and Black Ops 2 is just obnoxious. That's taking credit away from all the achievements and time that Complexity has put into
what? Into Black Ops 2? They haven't done
in the Call of Duty franchise.
It's a totally new game, totally different.
Bro, don't even.
Listen,
we're not even gonna get into that conversation.
Genesis, I can see them.
Genesis is the only team.
I think it's crazy to think that, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm on a similar level to a lot of those guys.
Our point is, for example, let's say Clockwork is down 100 points in hardpoint. Do you think that they, like us experienced players, not pros, us experienced players, we keep playing and try to just make a comeback and play our game and not get flustered and upset and downgraded by it? A lot of unexperienced players will panic. You know what I mean?
But then again,
and not make plays and play as a team.
He might have a point though, because I mean, it's not like it hasn't happened before. Collapse placed second, and then the next event, they didn't win a map, like or Force. Yeah, I'm sorry. Things like that can happen. In my honest opinion, I just don't see it happening. Furico, Complexity are too strong to lose this tournament.
They too strong.
And I agree, but I'm still on the fact that I'll use Sure Shot Plasma option intake, for example. I've played with them all a lot.
I said Genesis is an exception. I don't think you guys are fine. But my bad, Paul. Go ahead.
But even all right, let's even with Space's team, like Slack and Spacey, like yeah, they haven't played for first place, but like I've never
Like I
played for
just said,
first
I'm just
place.
saying, Rambo.
I've
What's up?
never played for first place either,
What you
but I
typed
have
in the
played
chat.
against like Optic before and played against Envy before, and maybe this is just me particularly, but if you think that the fact that I'm playing against that does nothing to hurt me mentally, all it does is make me want to play better, and like I don't know how why would it make somebody play worse, or why do you need why should the name scare somebody?
It's not the name; it's the players that are on those teams. And this is gonna be my final like response to this matter. I truly think taking Optic Gaming out of the equation, that for Rico and Complexity, those two teams are too strong to beat out of any team on the bottom. And if it happens, I'll eat my words and I'll be fine with it.
I ain't gonna make you eat
Life
your
goes on.
words.
But what I'm saying, I'm saying Complexity and Farico are too strong. They are too strong. They will not lose to anybody from the bottom of the bracket. Somebody from the top of the bracket will win Frag Cup 4.
I mean, I agree. I think
that's
those
my
two
opinion.
teams are the best two teams in the bracket, obviously. But I'm thinking that we'll all agree to this. Anybody can pretty much beat anybody when it comes down to it. People just could have a bad game, a bad day. One thing could go wrong in one map, and it could just change a lot. Like, I just don't think it's fair to count out a team that just because we've never seen them play before against those good teams. Even just like.
I know it's just scrims, but I played Clockwork and I played Complexity, and it was just totally different environment. Complexity just like fucking ran through us.
Well, I think that Clockwork is definitely like the one team that doesn't have that like MLG event experience. Like I said, like wait, hold on.
It's not
Earlier,
so much G event experience though. It's experience in general of playing for top money.
yeah, but where else do you do that besides at MLG?
I mean, there's been other online tournaments that have like.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
online, honestly, online is
Well-
different. I think that LAN experience comes into play more on
Mine does.
LAN, obviously, but it does help you online just for your mindset.
Honestly though, fellow, we're all kind of pickup teams. I mean, we all played the game pretty much the same amount. You know what I mean? Like when Frag Cup came out, what 2 weeks after the game came out? I mean, you guys were playing for that time.
It's not even about that. The point I'm trying to make is the fact that if you're playing in a tournament, regardless of the team, this perfect example is that LAN we were playing with Ego, right? That the NJ the local battles pro draft.
Yeah,
those are
local battles.
players that literally you just go in. It's like a pickup tournament, but you don't think about those things when you're playing with them. You just make the best of it, and you go into the tournament trying to win. You just react and do things the best way possible. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter. Like the setting and the factors in the tournament are completely different than, like, for say an example where, like comparing it to their thing, like they're a team that hasn't really been playing together in the past days or weeks or whatever because they weren't a team anymore. But those are still things that you can't think about when you play. You just play. You're trying to win. You just focus at what's at hand, regardless of the factors of anything that could have surrounded it.
Yeah.
You're playing a tournament. Tournament play is tournament play. Whoever plays the best that day, who's going to win. It's always been the same thing. It's never going to change.
But before, just real quick, I'm not going to say one thing. Felonies and Fatal Eyes and the members of CW are taking this like in a completely wrong manner. I know the way that we're coming off or I'm coming off might seem that like you don't have a chance of winning. From personal experience and for how long that I've been competing for, I just don't think from playing against Farico and Complexity that anybody will beat them from the bottom of the bracket. Solely based off.
Can you add into the end of that sentence? Can you say that I don't think anyone would beat them at hardpoint?
No, because
But
Complexity,
you've never even
complexity,
played like
complexity,
S&D.
complexity might have one of the strongest S&D games. Fears is a monster at Search and Destroy. Aches
You
and
wouldn't know
TP.
that from another team, though. He's right.
And-
Paul was right, though, to a certain extent. The only thing you've seen from them is being really
I
strong as
watched-
hardpoint.
But I know by the years of watching and playing with the players on Complexity that their Search and Destroy game is
Yo, let
top
me
notch
just say
too.
this: Crim 6 is a fucking beast.
Honestly though, I mean, if you play you don't need to play CTF or S&D. I mean, too much to be good at it. I mean, that's just
CTF's
that's
kind of like
just
it carries
knowledge.
over. Yeah,
Just
CTF
that's
carries over.
knowledge. The fact that they're dominant at hardpoint, that's the new game type. That's the game type everyone's trying to learn, and they're the best at it right now. So,
I'm gonna
you know what I
I'm
mean?
gonna stop though. I'm gonna hop off and get some food. I enjoy talking to all of you. I actually
All right,
had an
before we
enjoyable.
once he leaves, I'm pretty sure we're all gonna leave. I'm gonna post this YouTube video of Cap. I thought it was so funny, and I got the time where you want to be at to watch it. So, boom.
Actually, before Nate Shot leaves, I'm gonna
Boom.
bring up something
There
that
it is.
APOC and Karma discussed.
I want you guys to check it out too in the Skype pod. I guarantee you guys are gonna laugh.
that I wanted Nate Shot's opinion on. Real quick, so APOC and Karma, APOC's gonna fucking hate this right now, but APOC and Karma had gotten to talk about League of Legends and some scam bullshit cheating thing that went on over there, and somehow Karma's rebuttal was, well, if Ego got up at COD XP and kicked Nade Shot in the head, would that be okay because it's entertaining? And APOC's answer was yes. How do you feel about that, Nade Shot?
Wait, what did you just say?
Wait, what?
APOC basically said, if I would have got up on a COD XP stream and kicked you in the head on it, then it would have been good for the community because it would have been entertaining.
I can agree with that to an
I would have
sense.
fucking
It wouldn't have been good for the reputation of the community, but I would be the first person to click on that video.
Nate Shot would get some
What would you title that video?
Fat man
Enraged
attempts.
gamer loses.
Fat man attempts to take leg off the ground. I don't even think you could kick me. That's not even a foreseeable situation. Ego, you would fall off the stage before you would kick me. Your obnoxiously large toenails would offset your weight.
Yo, Ray, did you see that video?
Yeah.
Fucking Cap just stares at him.
Just looks at
Like,
him.
what the fuck are you doing?
Ego, and you would be in flip flops.
Hold on, I'm watching this proof video. 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Jacob's just staring at him.
Cap just looks at him like, sit the fuck down.
Oh, next one wins.
And look at my face after. Look at my face after. I'm like, did I really just lose
Jacob's
the
just
fucking
shaking
sensor?
his head.
If you let it play, you see my
need a
face.
GIF
And I'm like,
of
did we
this.
really just lose the sensor?
Look at just pause it. Pause it at 12:01. Look at Jacob's face.
Proofy, you look like someone just killed your dog.
Yeah, you're just like, damn.
That's how I felt, man. I was like, dude, what the fuck, bro? I just
Yo, go to the interview, dude. Go to 12:18.
I look like someone just died.
Yo, I'm going to Mickey D's though. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, man.
And good luck tomorrow, Pat and
Appreciate
Ray. I
it,
look
dude.
forward to your commentating.
He said Pat and looked at the names and realized all of us lost or couldn't play.
And Jordan, I'm sorry that you lost.
You dick!
And Jordan,
You dick!
Oh, that was funny.
I'm honestly baffled that you guys lost.
Oh,
I
man.
cannot believe it.
Yeah,
Like,
what?
I thought you guys were going all the way to the finals. I'm still surprised. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what went wrong. I really
We
was
played
surprised
a
that you
cargo
guys lost.
0 times before today, and well, we've been.
No,
we've
I
just been
agree.
struggling in
I agree with
hardpoint,
that,
man.
but-
CTF, no excuses. I mean, hardpoint, we just gotta keep playing. Just gotta keep playing, keep getting better.
No, I agree. All right, man. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
Later.
Later.
I got one last story for the stream before I bounce out and turn my Madden stream on because I
Good,
said I would
then we will end this.
like
We
an hour
will
ago.
end the stream with Ego's story. How about that?
All right, so I know a lot of you guys. First of all, we got a lot of people right now. We should really end it on this note, but we've been doing a lot of like chat bombing on Twitch in the couple weeks recent. Golden Boy and a couple other people just like at the end of the streams will send a bunch of people into a stream and just spam something obnoxious in their chat, and it's pretty
How
funny.
about we
whenever-
spam something not obnoxious and something legit, like
Why don't we-
hashtag Frag Cup 4?
We do stuff. I mean, like, I don't know, man. It's just fun to be
Look
like,
who's
all right,
streaming
okay,
right now.
ready?
It's
I'm gonna
fun.
explain you this story right now. So I randomly had like somehow came across this girl that was cheering for Fear like crazy, and clicked on her name because I had like recognized her but couldn't figure out where. But then I realized that last week was, I guess, from what she said, it was her first time streaming, really. So she never knows nothing about competitive Call of Duty, and she was just streaming Call of Duty for the first time. And we went in there with about 200 people to stream bomb her, and we were all like, Team Fear 2013 at Fear APOC, we in here, like bombing her chat, right? And then this girl, I see her today, and she's like a huge Team Fear fan now because of this. And I thought that shit was just like the funniest thing ever. This girl had no idea what competitive gaming was. She was just streaming, sitting on her fucking grandma's chair, and we spammed her chat, like kind of like fucking with APOC, like messing with Fear.
Was she
Let's do
hot?
Miss Vic- yeah, let's do Miss
and
Vixen,
now-
yo, right now.
and now she is a dedicated,
Who?
straight up Team Fear.
She's streaming right now.
fangirl
Miss Vixen.
that
Go to
loves-
Twitch. Go to Call of Duty. Miss Vixen. Let's spam her.
Aches has that favorited.
All right, and that's how we're gonna
Yeah,
close
I'm
out.
here,
the
yeah, I
rant
clicked
tonight?
Wait, what happened?
Is that how we're closing out on the rant tonight?
Yeah,
wait, who? Miss Vixen? Why do you would pick Miss?
Nah, I mean she's
Right,
just
no,
the first one that
what
came
are
up.
we
on
doing?
my
I mean,
screen.
that's-
no,
Miss
no.
Vixen.
No.
Miss
She's a
Vixen
good
picked
person.
him.
No,
She's a good
I'm
person.
freaking
She's
picking
cool.
the chat. If we're doing this, I'm fucking picking this.
No, we're doing
Let
Miss
Diesel do
Vixen.
something, damn it.
Yeah, Diesel, you don't do
Diesel,
anything.
That's
You're
my
like
fucking
Ego.
damn show. I haven't done anything all night. I've let you guys ramble on about the stupidest shit possible. So this is the one thing I'm gonna do.
Alright, who are you picking? If it better be something better than Miss Vixen, that's a
Yeah, I
girl.
know. I gotta go freaking to the directory. Hold on.
Man, it's 2:30.
There is a kid
Oh
named.
wow, we would be at the top. What the fuck?
There is a kid sleeping right now. It looks
No,
like.
Vixen. It has to be someone with like not that many viewers, dude.
We
No,
have
I would. I would
700
love
oh.
to do it the Parasite actually though. Dude.
No,
That's
he'll
just
just run
fucking
ads
cool.
and make money off of it.
I know. That's why I'm not gonna do it to him.
Yo, you know what's even more funny is
No.
that Diesel, I'm trying to help you here. What if you went to somebody on Justin.tv, like one of those dudes that are like just sitting there smoking
We do
weed?
that. We do that as well. That
Yeah,
shit's
but-
better. That shit's better. But
Because you know there's some guy
There's
just sitting
really
there.
no
some
one
guy ranting
worthwhile
about
to
him
do it
on
to right now.
Miss
I don't
Vixen.
know.
That'd be funny as
Yeah,
fuck.
hold on. I'm gonna look at. You need to look at the social. Oh my god. Oh my god.
What?
Thank you, dude.
What?
This. Hold on. I think I got the channel for us right here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
No,
I'm
it's not
pretty
Bomb's
sure.
the one that's sleeping.
That was just funny.
He's not gonna see anyone bomb.
I know. Not the sleeping one. That was just. I just saw that and thought it was funny. What about
Swear
that
to
one?
God, if this is from that porno shit from animals.
No.
No,
What,
man, I'm not supporting porn.
Yo, you have to be
Oh.
18 or
I'm
older to go to the
Yo, yo,
stream.
who's this cream guy? This professional Yeti? What the fuck?
what, dude? That's creamy. He's a Gears of War pro.
Oh my God, Paul, what the fuck is this?
You guys want to go with that channel?
What the fuck is that?
Yo, she's gonna just. I don't
Which
even know.
one?
Our reaction's gonna be great. What do we
Oh
say to
my
her?
God, let's do
We need to
it.
come up with something that we spam to her.
Oh
Everyone-
wow! Hey
I
yo,
know.
chica!
I got it. Just go there and go boom.
Oh my god, this is
No,
gonna
no,
be awful.
it has to be something so stupid. She goes, huh? Like what? Like,
It
where's
has to- we cannot be fucking. We cannot sit here and do something that Twitch will be mad at us for doing. It has to be something.
Man, hold on. No. Listen, we can't do something on Justin TV because everybody has to sign in on Justin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's a good point.
Dude, but look at that channel. She.
Yeah, I agree, but like they'd have to sign in and take
Yeah,
forever.
like if you went in there and just said Team
It makes
iPhone, she'd be like, what?
Just do Mix Vixen. It's easy.
Yeah, come on, Miss Vixen, let's do it.
All right.
What we saying? What we saying?
What we saying?
um,
What
Oh,
I'm saying?
It has
Come
to,
on, we need to
It
know.
has to have hashtag
Rant City bitch,
TheWRant in
rant
it,
city bitch, rant city bitch. There we
There
go.
has to be awkward as hell the way she doesn't know
Yeah,
where it
no,
came from,
it
like The
has-
Hobbit or
Let's
some
do
shit.
it.
it has to be something that they're like that. You're
Just say
like,
something with
hashtag
hashtag the rant.
No, it's got to be. You have to come up with something clever, Pat.
Yeah. Let's see.
All right, something clever. Something clever.
You just said clever.
I don't know. I've never been in that big stream.
Yeah, doing it for someone with 400 viewers is actually not that great of an idea, to be honest.
Press
Because
forward
like
here.
Miss Vixen, unless we're all already in there.
But her views are gonna go to like 11.
Yeah, it's whatever. As long as we can rape the chat, it's fine. But it's
Let's go.
All right, what are we saying, yo? What are we saying?
Man, what we saying?
Come on, Paul.
What we saying?
why are you putting
Yo,
it on
someone-
me, man?
Yo, I'm getting pumped. What we saying?
Hi. You guys want to put it on me? We're gonna do check out my biceps at I4play.
You're so stupid. That's not even funny, bro.
You like that, Jordan? We done with that?
No, we're not.
Not
That's
even
stupid. That's a waste of a bomb.
Not even laughing, bro.
That is a waste of a bomb, bro.
What do you mean? It doesn't matter what else would. All right, well, you come up with something like what the fuck
No,
do I
that's
look
not, that's
like?
not smart, actually. No, don't do
Because it
that.
has to be like something stupid.
There are already idiots posting in the chat, yo.
Oh my God, check out. Oh my God. Dude.
Unbelievable, dude.
Is it you saying what I said?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's so many.
Yo, what are we gonna do? No,
He's
we didn't
quiet
even-
now.
Dude,
Hurry
Scott,
up.
I just got you so many followers. What are you mad about, man?
Damn, I'm just what the hell, dude?
Oh damn, the
No,
mods are
no,
starting to delete, yo. The mods are starting to delete.
It's Attack of the
All
fucking.
right, we gotta go now if we're gonna go.
Yeah, we all gotta do it. Keep going. Or it's gonna be dumb.
We gotta go. Someone type
Dude,
the
I
link.
love everybody's
Let's go.
reactions.
Let's go.
Hey,
I'm not-
you got it.
What?
Faced it, this guy.
I'm
I
not.
can't believe you.
I'm not gonna say.
No
God,
stream
out of
trolling,
all the
yo,
things,
no stream
we weren't-
trolling.
We went from talking about The Hobbit or whatever, saying what.
I'm gonna put come watch animal porn at fucking 360.
That's what it should have been. Hashtag animal porn.
Oh, we should. We should.
Oh, hashtag animal porn.
Hashtag
Yo.
animal porn. Dude.
Someone just said hashtag how you got herpes.
Lightning strike coordinates received
Alright.
inbound.
Hashtag animal porn.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's slowly changing over. Hashtag animal porn. I see it.
Look at everyone, dude. What?
Let's go. What the fuck?
Yo,
Yo,
look at
that's so
I
many.
love how she's just playing and she's going hard. She's not looking at the chat at all. Stealth
Alright, we
chopper.
gotta keep
Woo!
Yo,
Everyone
the
just keep
power of the
hyping.
weekly rant. That is awesome.
Yeah, you gotta keep, we gotta
Everyone
keep
go.
doing it until
Keep
she
going.
notices, though.
You
I
gotta
think, I
keep
think
going
she's
until she
noticing.
notices.
No, but it's funny
You
though.
see her like
Yo, all I
glancing
see
over.
is check out my biceps animal porn. That's all I really see. That's really what I really see
I
there.
just typed hashtag
I
animal
wish I could see the score in her game, but hardcore is just that awful. Wait, is this even hardcore? I don't even
Yeah, she's
know.
playing
It's
hardcore.
turning into check out my animal porn, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, they're playing the chat, yo. Fuck.
Damn, mine stands out now.
Yo, she's looking at her computer. Ah.
Yo, she got
Just
mad.
keep going hard. Keep going hard.
Keep going hard, bro.
Somebody just said check out my animal
She
porn.
said just let them.
Whoa, it's nothing. Watch this.
Oh man.
She's playing with her dad. She said, Dad, are you shooting at my chopper?
Yeah, she typed. She said, I don't know. She typed in it.
Yeah, I saw. She said
She
it
got a
was.
delay on her stream. Yeah, she's got a delay on it. So
Yeah,
she,
because she probably is like playing with her dad. She doesn't want to say, "Dad, look at all these people talking about animal porn."
nah, yeah, she's playing with a delay,
Nah,
so people
she's
can't
like
see.
she's like 30 and she drinks.
What?
She's 30. She drinks.
She's
Wow.
not 30 and she drinks.
Alright,
she's
I
an
didn't
ass.
want to-
Shit. Move on. Everybody back out. Move on. No. Retreat.
Mubah has been able to
Retreat!
hold anything down.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god, dude.
Yo,
Someone with a hardcore.
Yeah, she's running ads like mad now,
Yeah,
dude.
What the fuck?
that's a shame, dude.
Alright, everybody bounce. If anybody's still in here and you're in that chat too, bounce now. We're making her money. I don't want to make her money. I don't fucking get to make money off
Are we
you.
Nexi bombs you right now? Is this what we're
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah, we just did one.
Oh god.
I don't get to make money off you people yet, so no one else can. That's
Dang it.
what's good.
She's reading it. She's like, what the fuck?
Check out my animal porn, dude. What the fuck?
Mubot came in there like a fucking fully fed jack.
Dude.
Just fucking
Yeah.
people.
Well, let's Nick. I haven't done this. I used to do this shit on my stream back then. Dude, this shit was so much fun.
Start the drop right back down.
Yo, they're all talking about it in
Yo,
her
proof.
stream.
Proof, you remember that shit when we did that to
What's the
that
new
one
stream?
chick?
People are already
the
asking
unibrow
for
chick?
a new stream, yo.
Yeah.
We used that big black chick. It was just like doing a social. Yeah, you gotta go in the social section if you want to find funny
That's
stream,
what I
bro.
do. Look at Ayo Beauty in the type chat, dude.
It's just it's unjust and it has to be something.
Yo, yeah,
on
no.
Twitch.
We gotta
Nah,
go
it
to
doesn't
this
matter.
shit. Ayo
People
Beauty,
will
yeah,
log
yeah.
into
We gotta go to
Dustin.
Ayo Beauty.
It's the same exact shit.
No,
Gotta
we
go to
can't
AU
do stuff
Beauty.
on Dustin because you have to sign in. Like, you
So
have to,
what does that mean? You click sign in and it automatically signs you in? Like, are you
it
signing
makes,
as your?
makes me type in all my stuff.
You don't know
Oh,
your
God, it's
Twitch
so
username and password? Oh my lord, what is wrong?
No, it's caused so much extra.
But it's so much more of a fucking
Yeah.
like satisfaction when someone's staring at their chat
Yeah,
and
we have to
staring
make sure
at a
we
camera,
have to
and all of
make
a
sure we
sudden
hit
they're
a
like,
stream that
yeah.
not partnered too. Like
Yeah.
Why?
That's
because
Oh,
then they
that's
make money off of our awesomeness, and that's not cool. Because I
Yeah,
can't
well,
make
so
money
that's-
off of my
No,
awesomeness
you
yet.
still wanna. We still wanna be helping people out. Otherwise, Twitch will get mad at us. You wanna
You're not
actually.
partnered?
No, I'm not partnered. They
Why
turned me
not?
down twice.
Yo,
now.
the viewers that she had in there are like, yeah, just outsmart him. Just keep outsmarting him. Run those ads. Like they're like legit sticking up for her. Like what the fuck?
If this girl was watching her,
She's like, I don't care if
Yeah,
they do
it should
hashtags,
be.
don't ban.
dude, is this bitch seriously like she's in the kitchen cooking right now? Like, is this Like,
show me.
Yeah,
on Skype.
Justin TV's crazy, man. Don't they have like people just like sleeping and like?
And people watch that shit.
No,
which is
wait,
even
what's she
worse.
oh
cooking?
look, she's on the computer too.
What's she
oh
order?
my god. Oh, my
let's
god.
go. This is perfect.
What are we watching? Which one?
I'm gonna put it in the
We gotta figure out a phrase though. We all gotta say the same phrase at the
yeah.
same time.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
know. We'll wait for everyone to get there and get signed in.
No,
and
no,
stuff.
no. People are gonna
I
start
just-
saying shit, dude. I tell you, I'm experienced at this. I'm a professional.
Yeah, they'll
Makes you
go
monitor.
anyways.
Let's
What are
just hashtag sandwiches. I mean, she's in the kitchen. What the
Ah, dude. Fuck. Which chick is it? The high chick?
fuck?
She's not bad looking. I'm not gonna lie.
What chick? Music and stuff? Is that the first one?
No, not yeah.
Okay.
Musics and stuffs.
They just everyone say make me a sandwich.
Yeah,
Everyone say make me a sandwich. Let's go.
make me a sandwich.
Everyone copy paste that and just say it.
I gotta frickin' sign in, yo.
Damn, I gotta sign in.
Oh, she walked away at the worst time. Just keep going hard. She'll come back and be like, "What the fuck?"
She doesn't know how to ban people. I'll be damned.
Do you see this guy, the mod in the chat?
Yeah. So what the fuck? Oh, dude.
this is
shit.
stupid.
Here it comes.
Oh, here she
Look,
is. She's here.
she's
She's
like,
here.
I got an ad on that shit, dude.
Yeah, I got an ad too. Yeah.
Yeah, they all get ads.
Make me a sandwich.
Yo, she's reading it.
I know she's just reading it. Yeah, this
Look at her
is too
fingers.
funny.
They're raisin. Hey, you guys feel free to bomb the shit out of me whenever. Fuck.
Oh, this is funny. I gotta wait. Oh, she's still looking.
Sandwich?
She's already reading it like.
Leaving the chat? Or, oh, she's trying to give people timeouts now.
Oh, she's getting
Alright.
mad.
Can't
What
keep
did
up.
she say?
She banned the only guy that was there to watch.
Oh my god, yo.
Say this is fucked up.
Trying to
I
ban
feel
people,
bad,
shit, people out.
Someone put animal porn in there too. What the hell?
Like, fuck, my copy and paste didn't work.
She can't keep up. Her eyes are all over the place. She got googly eyes.
Bad, yo. She's not happy right now.
That's
She's
how
like,
you
what
like them girls. with
Okay,
the
who's
guys.
that? She's gonna call people. Brian, did you fucking do this?
Oh,
Brad.
she shut her stream down.
Oh, damn.
Oh man, we fought. That's everybody
Wait,
bounce.
that's
Everyone has
Abort,
to bounce
abort.
now, yo. We gotta bounce.
Yo, everyone go to that dude with the hat backwards. Welcome to my channel, live
Where is
from
Dude,
Cali.
you're gonna run people away
post it
from
on there.
Justin.
Post this thing.
No, usually people love it, dude. They're like, "What is going on?" Yes, I got viewers. I can never break 5. Now you need to find people with small view counts that are just
Yeah,
like,
let's go to live from Cali. He's got a hat backwards.
Link
Everyone
it to me in
say
Skype. Link it to me in Skype.
he's
Yeah,
got a.
link
I'll
it.
link it in the chat. Here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's got like a dance
What
setup.
are we
going.
saying? What are we saying?
Everyone say go dancer.
Go dancer.
All right.
Did you link it in the chat? Go
Yeah,
Dan?
just-
Alright, dude. I got a tournament to win tomorrow. I'm gonna head out. Talk to you guys later.
Yo, you
Yeah,
don't
but
have to
he's live
play
from
till like
Cali.
freaking 6.
Bro, it's like 3. I need at least 12 hours of sleep.
Oh my god, you're worthless. He's not
Wait,
even dancing,
this-
yo.
this
What the
guy
fuck's he
doing?
It's just like a picture of a bed with some like weird lights going.
He has
I'm
one
playing fair.
follower. He has one follower. He's not even there.
Where'd he go, man?
He's gonna come back. We just gotta keep doing it. He's gonna come back and be like, what the fuck?
How funny would it be if you?
No, it's fucked
If
up. I fucking keep typing. I keep on doing it.
Yeah, how
Wait,
funny would it be
who
if
you guys
Rambo
streamed on
just
here?
ran into the room on that screen?
Oh my god.
If
What'd you
it
guys
was
do?
like Rambo was just like surprise.
Oh, he's
Here we go.
back. He's
What's
back.
Rambo?
He's
Oh,
got
she got
ice cream. He's got ice cream.
Is he there?
Yo, did you guys do Bree Willis? You guys already
There
do
we
her?
go. He's
Yeah.
probably
Yeah,
in
Yes,
the
no
chat right now.
fucking
He's like,
clue what's
what?
about to
Shut it
happen to his
down.
ass.
I just went back into hers and she goes, I swear to God, I fucking hate people. Who the hell did that? I'm so pissed off right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
she
was
brought it
mad,
back
dude. That
up.
was fucked up.
I'm gonna go in there and say I did it. I'm gonna say it with confidence. I did it. It was me.
What was she so mad about? She was cooking and we're like, make me a sandwich.
This guy, did this guy get a bucket of chicken or ice cream? I don't know. Oh, it's ice
It's
cream.
like ice cream.
Look at his eyes.
Oh, look at him, dude.
That's the reaction right
Yo,
there.
that is awesome.
That's the reaction right there.
What did he say? We get it.
Oh, this is
Just
awesome.
talk, bro.
Yes.
ice
Look
cream.
at him eat this.
Hit him, fist.
Yeah. This is about the only time
he's
our
going
community
off
can
on some
come
ice
together,
cream.
bro.
I know, look at him. He's showing his
What is
ass. Oh, dude, I'm tearing up, dude.
What
Oh,
the
this is
fuck?
too much. What is he doing?
Dude, this is the weirdest fucking guy.
I'm so done.
Oh my god, yo.
I'm never ever going back to California.
What?
Oh shit.
Oh my god. Yo.
What is Joe just sitting there eating marshmallows or what? What is going on here?
He's eating ice cream. Oh, what's he doing?
All right, I'm leaving.
No, what is he doing?
Out.
Yo, what
I'm
is he
done.
doing, yo?
Oh my goodness.
What the fuck?
Yo, this guy is taking full advantage of this. He's making it weird.
Yeah. I'm reporting this. Reporting his ass.
Yo, abort mission.
Oh my.
Fuck that. Retreat. Retreat.
Yo, what the fuck, dude?
Oh shit, dude.
Oh my.
Dude, I can't.
Yo, everyone
man.
say keep
People
them on.
are-
Everyone say keep them on.
Yo, for real though, what the fuck was
Let's
that?
try and get him to do something really weird. Like, do a handstand on your bed or something like that. Like,
Dude, what is up with the lights? That's what I want to know.
Yo, we should
Where
do this
is he, dude?
every rant, Diesel, and then put it on YouTube.
We should, dude. I'm
look
down
at
with
this
that.
guy, dude, sniffing his ice cream, man.
Funny.
Dude, what the fuck?
What's he doing? He's like saying, "Come here." What the fuck?
What is this
You
guy?
can't-
Is
The
this guy
fuck?
is
All right,
retarded.
let's move on. Let's move on. This is.
Yeah, we need to find another stream. Let's
Yo,
go.
let's find a super good looking chick.
Yo, is that chick back?
Okay, now everyone bail. Like everyone bail now, so he drops to like freaking one viewer again.
Yeah, that one chick is back.
Yo, it's gonna be creepy if like he stays at 100. What the heck?
Yeah.
You guys want to go hit up sandwich time?
You guys want some more sandwiches? Let's go get some more sandwiches.
They're talking about it in the chat right now, and that other one.
Yo, no.
Like,
I found this.
This guy says,
definitely have
seriously,
it
it's not
back.
like she can make sandwiches that fast. Like, what?
Yo, I found the perfect stream. We need to find something good to say to this chick.
All right, what is it? What is? Link it.
Looking it right now.
Yo, someone said to do the set-off twins on Twitch.
No.
We did them last
All
time.
right,
She's talking about wieners. Right? I don't know. This chick seems fucking.
She's talking
nuts.
about wieners.
The fuck? We need to figure out something
Yo,
good.
she's got some fucked up teeth, yo.
Yeah,
just say
That's everyone that's joining.
Yo, say wiener time, bro.
Wait,
One gave her the
chat?
poop.
It's showing everyone that joins in the chat. Like, are you
Everyone say wiener time. Wiener time.
Wiener time.
wiener time?
Dude, Rambo. What the fuck is wrong with it?
She's crazy.
What is she
Yo, I need a
doing?
link, dude. What is
I
going on?
can't
here?
even see. I got a damn commercial, yo.
Dude, we
Yo.
should hook this girl up with the guy who we were just with the crazy lights.
Yo, which one?
Yo, this lady is on.
I'm missing it. What is she doing?
She's
No.
so nuts.
She is free. Oh my.
Dude, this is
Yo,
weird.
she's
dude. I
having an
can't-
exorcism, dude.
That's what
Yo,
she
who
was.
are you talking about?
Look in the
What?
chat.
Are you serious?
I'm still like Hold on.
Yo, she's a witch, dude. Look at her background and shit.
Pop one, ready?
Yo, what the fuck is wrong with her teeth?
That's what I'm saying.
She's
Dude,
related
she's
to Michael
a
right?
witch.
You see me in the chat, ready? Penis.
Yeah, we see it. It's-
I
She's
don't
like,
see it.
that was gross.
she's a legit witch. Like,
Yo, she's straight happy for wiener time, bro.
Oh my god, yo.
She cannot control the madness right now.
We need to figure out something else to say. See if we can change the react.
Say we're coming for you. I feel like she'll freak the fuck out. Be like, we're
Everyone say
coming
behind you.
behind you.
Behind you.
I'm behind you.
I want to see if she's gonna turn around.
Behind you. Behind you!
Tripping.
Oh, behind you!
Ego, you got
Ego's a pro, no.
Turn around!
Yo, what if she
X
fell
is
out
like,
of her
X
chair?
is like, Ego, you got mod, yo? What's good?
We went into this one chat and we spammed mod ego, and she modded me, and I banned the whole chat.
What?
Oh no!
She just yelled out.
There's no wiener behind me. If there was, I would be on top of it.
Whoa. Okay, this chick. Man,
Okay,
these people are
That's
weird, yo.
What did she just say? If there was a wiener behind me, I'd be on top of it.
Yeah.
Oh, now she's like,
That's some weird shit. I think this guy's playing. This guy's playing Kai with Danielle. I think we need to talk to this
James
guy.
Barr.
This guy's Kai 22. Here, I'll link it.
Yo, it's showing
gotta-
everyone leave, dude.
Everybody left. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because
She's
we're all leaving. We
I
bounced.
know, but
yo.
how awesome is that? Like,
Yeah.
her
Everyone
face
go
is
hear
so
this guy's
sad,
gonna-
dude. It's like you're watching our Christmas presents getting taken away.
Just listen
Like,
to music. Everyone go to this one. Everyone go to this one.
You just yelled out, "I'm famous." They love. It's just crazy.
Dude,
What are we
seriously,
saying to this
people
guy?
stream this shit? Like, honestly? Like,
Yeah, they do.
why?
Oh, there's an admin in the chat. Oh shit, that might not be good. No, there's no admin in the chat. What are you talking about? Oh,
I was never in this call.
Oh wait, and please stop.
Oh shit.
Havoc. We're
What?
not harassing other streamers.
Wait, what happened? Barclays.
Being stopped.
We're being stopped. That's what's happening.
Pretty much. Fun time's over. There you go.
No, I mean, like, hey, we're being nice to people and we're giving people viewers. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as we're not like saying
wiener
vulgar-
time or anything.
We're giving streamers hope to stream more. What are you talking
I guess
about?
we are spamming. We are spamming.
We are spamming.
We definitely are spamming.
Then be specific, Havoc. Spamming is not harassing.
Dude, Havoc, where are you at during all the events where these idiots spam our chats with like, I hate Optic, Nate Shot's my favorite player.
Oh shit.
All right,
I'm
apologies.
just kidding. No, I'm just
Well,
kidding.
Havoc has
loves
brought the rant to an end, I believe.
Yo,
That was a good way to end it.
That was a good way. Having someone
Yes,
stop
that was
us.
awesome.
Yo, how did he even get there though? Like,
I
That's
don't know.
like-
I don't know how they found out. How did they find out?
Somebody
Havoc.
probably like reported or whatever.
Havoc, who
Yo,
said
Havoc,
Who
tell
sent
us if you found out. Who's the snitch, bro?
Was it Wiener? Was it Wiener time or sandwiches?
Who sent you?
Or is that one? Wait, Havoc. Actually, can we report that crazy girl with the missing teeth? She was fucked up.
Dude, she said she liked wiener.
Yeah, she scarred the rest of my night.
Can you like ban her?
Yo, he
What?
came in here and he turned that shit on subscribe.
Yo, he did. What the
And-
hell?
Did not fucking let anyone talk.
I thought fucking
Yo.
He
Moobot was a
fucked your
badass.
shit up. man.
I thought Moobot was the one up here. That motherfucker came in and stopped everything.
Yo, hold up.
Someone
Before
needs-
Diesel, before you wrap this up, you got to give a big shout out to everybody that's watching because
Oh,
that was
shit.
awesome.
Yeah, no joke, guys.
We
Thanks
did-
for
yeah.
dude. You guys all like that was an epic little bomb session we had there. That was freaking crazy.
That was sick.
That was quite
Yo,
hilarious.
that was a good one. I'm not gonna
That
lie.
was entertaining. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I'm off
think,
for
I
the
think that was a great way to end the rant, guys.
I think
but,
we should end it. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for all you guys that came by. We'll be back. We're actually changing the schedule up now, so it's gonna be every Wednesday and Saturday now.
Man,
So-
Havoc, fuck that shit up. Man.
Yeah, Havoc
Will
ruined our
there
fun.
will there be a broadcast recap tomorrow night?
It depends how late the stream goes because I got work at midnight. So
I just figured
Didn't go
people
that
would
late.
ask.
They
Yeah,
said
I figured
finals
people
was
would
gonna be
ask.
at like
so.
9, so
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if it's over soon enough to where I can.
They're
get
showing
a-
every game tomorrow, so I
Yeah,
definitely
I know,
think it's
it's
gonna be
just-
over pretty
Right,
late.
look how they got it out. They got all right. So they're playing 4 matches at 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then you go into top 4. So that's 2 matches. They'll be at 7 and 8, and then finals will be
Dude.
ready by 9.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
going,
the
that's
thing
going
is-
through like every match is less than an hour.
As long as YouTube doesn't have any of the problem.
Yeah, but those are
Look,
three best
here.
of seventh at the
Here,
end.
like,
Yeah,
Like,
here, I'll make
seven.
this deal. I'll make this deal. If we can't get it to tomorrow night, then I'll definitely have it Monday night. So we'll have the champion team on, and we'll
I appreciate it. Diesel, just let me know. What,
I will be
Aches
starting
will
up
be
stream
back
tomorrow.
on. So
Yeah.
I will be casting tomorrow for those.
Somebody, that relapse Kev guy just said this chick is showing her tits.
What?
What?
Wait, what?
I don't know if I want to see him.
I don't want to. I don't want to see that crackhead lady. But that
Goddamn orangutan tits.
Wait, is she talking about? Are they talking about the kitchen one?
No, the freak, the Met one.
Freak, yo.
The fucking meth head, yo.
Yeah, she's looking for her latest fix.
Rat says he wants to see cracked out A cups. All
All
right,
right, guys. Well, I'm out of here. Peace out. Big shout out to all of our sponsors: Squid Grip, UMG Gaming, Control Avenger, and Vertex Labs. They're all scrolling down at the bottom. If anybody else here has any shout outs they want to give,
Yo, she really did, dude.
Oh man, that's weird that you went there, Aches.
No, I went back to her chat, dude.
Yeah,
and she
yeah,
said,
I bet you did.
Listen. She said, "YOLO, who cares? LOL." Like I'm just reading the chat. That's all. I left the chat out. It's on pop out.
Yeah, I mean that shit was
Sorry,
weird.
tits pop out? What the heck?
Yeah,
Alright, well, I'm ending it,
Gotta
guys.
give
Peace
They
out.
fell
I
out.
will be back either tomorrow night, Monday night, or Wednesday night, dependent on schedule and everything like that. So I will see you guys tomorrow night, more than likely. So peace
And
out.
for that, there's been big updates.
Hey,
Rainbow
boys.